Right. We're live.
Hello there. How are you doing?
Hello there. So we are on my YouTube, we're on your YouTube, and we're on Command AI's YouTube. So
Nice.
thousands of people should be joining now, you know.
Yeah, to have a drink with
Thousands.
us.
I got water.
You got water.
Got water.
Yeah, that's why we are doing this.
It's busy, so it's pretty posh.
Is that not standard water? That's what we drink here in Germany.
No, it's Highland Spring sparkling water.
Nice.
Get me feeling, fruity.
Hello there. We have we have one viewer. By the way, we are not going live on Twitter, right?
We're not on live. No, well, we've done. Can we edit this?
We could.
What? Let's go. Boom, boom. Let's see what happens here. It's saving.
Nice.
Loading.
Hello there.
Hey, Rang, the designer. You're live on Twitter. I'm live on Twitter.
Nice.
We're across the board right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is a big day.
Yeah, it is a big day. It is a big day, and we are going to build some cool stuff. I hope so.
And give us a like wherever you are on YouTube. We'd love to, get some eyeballs on what we're about to do. Let us know why you're here.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so where do we start with explaining this thing that we are going to do? Yeah,
how do we get here? How have we ended up in this moment right now?
Well, okay, so let me explain. I had this idea to build an app for my friends when they come over and I serve them cocktails and like drinks like this one.
Every weekend on your Instagram stories, it's like, what is it, drinks with the family or barbecue or whatever it is, especially during the summer.
Yeah.
They all come over. Not me, because I'm in the UK, but your German friends.
Yeah. And I want to make an app for it. And I shared the idea with you and you were like, yeah, let's do it together. And I'm actually really, really excited about it. I have a list of features that I want, and we can start with that. So
let's not go into that just yet. I think then. Okay. So with that, you've been like a Claude, a cursor user for a while, using a mixture of kind of the chat, basic file system when it comes to like standard HTML, standard CSS, just three files building stuff, which is totally fine for learning. But as Claude Code is starting to get a lot more popular and people will talk about, we're talking about it on the Command AI show, because by the way, if you're on my channel or Kabaza's channel, you see the logo up there. We have a podcast together and it was kind of brought together. We talk about Claude Code a lot on the podcast. So it was offline, wasn't it? After the show, I just told you how to download Claude Code because you're like curious about it. And within 5 minutes, we had you up and running and you were frothing at the mouth.
Yeah. And since then, I've been hitting my limit every other hour. So every time I get my limit lifted, I'm going to hit it within like 30 minutes.
Okay,
I've been doing a bunch of like experiments with, and to the point, we'll talk about this on Command AI 2 on Friday, but like to the point that I had friends coming over to see like the things that you can do with it. I was that excited to talk about it. It's just like,
wow.
Live audience. So yeah, it is really cool. I've been building like crazy with the Blender MCP, different story. It's just like you can do so much with it. I love it. And today we are going to
expand on that knowledge.
Yeah, and do it from scratch.
Build it, because I've got a course, I'm developing a course. I think this will be a nice complementary video to that course. And just help people see, because it's one thing to follow a course and see everything in its individual constituencies. I don't know if you call it that, but in isolation, which is fine if you sort of have a rough concept of things. But when you're completely from scratch, it's good to see it in action. and chill out, pour yourself a cocktail, get yourself some sparkling water. And I'm going to try and impart my workflow, what I like, what I enjoy, and try and bring Kabaza up to the standard, the godlike standard that I hold.
Exactly. Like a pro AI programmer. By the way, you know how to code even without AI.
That's true. Yes. So
I've been coding like crazy with AI.
I've got a point to mention on that it some of the stuff we've been talking about on the show, we are starting to move to and we sort of knew it already, but we're starting to move to a place of like code is nothing anymore. Like code is not it's your knowledge on how everything fits together is where coders will be now going forward in the next 6 months. We shouldn't really care about the code. The AI will worry about the best way to write things. We just got to worry about, are we piecing things together well enough? Can we read the right signals? But that'll all become clear during this little session.
Yeah. So we will try to do everything from absolute scratch, even though since we talked, by the way, like I've experimented with Vite and so I've gotten into like trying things, but even for the sake of viewers, we will try to build this like full-on app with one prompt. No, I'm kidding, not one prompt, but like we'll do it properly and together and from scratch.
So on that note, then, do you want to run through the features and what you've been doing with Vite and where you're currently at? Because I think we'll backpedal it a little bit just to bring people up to speed, or at least verbally backpedal it, and then we can pick up where you left off.
Yeah, we'll do it from scratch. By the way,
this is jump scare.
Us having a cocktail that I made. No, I'm kidding. So here I had this idea to build this app that I can use with my friends when they come over to serve them like cocktails that I make. And this is just for fun and partially because I want to learn. So what I did, I started a conversation with ChatGPT saying, hey, create me an MD file for this app. I'll explain what that is for this app. And then I started talking to ChatGPT what I want from this app. I want people to scan a QR code and yada, yada. We'll get into all of this. But how I got here was just by conversation. And the goal, that was my idea, was to create an MD file. An MD file, from what I understand, it's just like some like rich text, like just some text for that you can have, some like types of notes that you can have in your code editor, and you can feed that like a prompt to your AI to read it and have like a set of instructions. Essentially, that's how I was trying to look at it.
Let's not worry about getting too technical right now.
No,
I'll explain in a bit, but let's hear about what like I'm interviewing. I've got even got my iPad notes and things like that. Like I'm interviewing like I would a client right now, and I want to hear it. I want to know and hear in plain English like what it is, what you want the app to do in its feature set, right?
Okay, cool. So what I have here is like I have friends who come over to my place, and I want them to be able to scan a QR code or something like that, so they can like easily access an app to order drinks. And when they scan it, it opens a web app. It's a web page. Just for future note, it would be fun if we could do also like mobile application, but for now, just a web app. And then they have a welcome screen, maybe, I don't know, with like a nice image or something, a welcome screen, along with a login. So the login, we need authentication. Would be nice if they could do it with Google or something like this. And I want them to be able to add like their name and like simple standard stuff. Then they will have access to what is available tonight. I don't have a shop or bar. I have a limited availability, so I need to have an easy way of managing inventory, meaning that I will decide what is available, and they can choose from it, or like they can, first of all, they can see it. So that would be the list of the drinks with their, by the way, I'm not reading from this, I'm just like what is on my mind, what I've been talking to ChatGPT about. So they see what drinks are available, the images, the ingredients. They can choose a specific drink. They can choose a specific version of a specific drink. For example, they like this drink, but they want it with alcohol. They want it without alcohol. Maybe they want it with extra. This is like what I do with my friends. I get them drunk. So maybe they want to choose more. So a bunch, like some like level of customization that they can do to these drinks. They see stars of the drink. So the drinks need to have some sort of ratings. And once they choose it, I will see it, like they can press order or whatever, and then I see it on my end. So on my end, I can see it, like, let's say on my admin view, kind of like on my iPad or whatever. Who, like, I see the name of the person who ordered, in what order did the orders come in. I know that's a lot of order, but like in, yeah, which order they came in. And the specifics that they chose. And I would like to also have a view of how to make that drink, like some instructions for myself that I remember. So yeah, the way I see it, these are like CMS items and fields that we show to the users, and some fields that I show to myself. And then I would be great if we could do some sort of push notification. I don't know if we can.
Push notification. It's something different, that.
Yeah. No, push notification. So they can know that once their drink is ready, even though they sit next to me in kitchen and watch me doing it. Yeah, and then they can comment, they can review it. That would be nice. I don't know if I have missed anything. So let me look at the list. ChatGPT. By the way, I just had all of these as a conversation with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT also gave me like some notes. For example, it says like the status. We make it as a status. It's received, making, ready, served. Yeah, some notification, recipes, guest can rate. Favorite. They can favorite their drinks, and also they can see what they have ordered, so they can have it again. Because I get this a lot, like people come in bi-weekly or something, and they're like, I want, and I'm like, I have no idea what I made for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, that basically it. I mean, what else? What else would we need to add? Also, the audience.
Yeah. Let us know if you can think of anything. So we have a lot there, right? And I think that there are a few things I would want to park until later, just because, want to get most skilled noob I've ever met. There you go. See, there are some foundational things that I would want to get working before adding features.
Interesting. This is what I'm here for. I want to know how to not jump too fast to the features, because it's very easy to do that, but I want to do it correctly.
Yeah. Saying that, right? If you were a client right now, this is exactly what I've done with clients. This is exactly what I've documented on my own my own channel. Is I transcribed all what you just said then, right? Yeah. On my end, I've transcribed it all. Actually, I tell a lie. I press record halfway through, but on a normal meeting, I'd have transcribed it, because what I was hearing, and I make notes and they're pretty much the same as yours, I would literally take that transcription and say, write me an MVP version, or write me a PRD based on what this person has just said.
What is PRD?
Product requirements document.
Okay.
All right. And I would literally just take, because I use Granola, and I could chat with my transcripts on Granola.
I see.
You could get the transcript. You could
I do it with Loom.
Yeah, fine. You could also just, again, if you were on your own, you could just record yourself speak. Now, what I've done previously, I don't tend to start projects in Claude Code. There are vibe code apps that I've preferred in the past, which is Replit. Tray is an amazing IDE that starts applications. So we might have a bit of a sketchy start, but I think I'll know how to circumnavigate this, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, a lot of these tools have like an enhance. You would speak into the app and it would enhance the prompt and whatever. Regardless, Trade specifically does this. It actually creates a PRD based on everything you'd said. And then you might take that into Claude Code and or save it as a markdown and point Claude Code to that markdown file and say, can you build me an app?
Okay, so what is typically included in a PRD? Do we also
don't worry about it.
Okay.
We're vibing, baby. Like this will become a recurring theme that AI is trying to help newbies do more things. Like we shouldn't have to be so technical, right? We just need to be able to spot. We just need to be able to think, oh, it's doing something wrong there or doing something right there or whatever. So what I would do is in ChatGPT right now, share your screen, say, create me a PRD based on everything we've discussed or this feature set.
So I would say create a PRD based on what we have talked about. Okay. Okay, so that will do the PRD. Product requirements document. So this is it, right?
Yeah. You should get like a copy button down the bottom. I want to try and keep an eye on comments and things like that.
Okay, I also have them open, so I'm trying to also be mindful and do it in a way that if a designer is watching this and you have no technical capability or knowledge, that you should be able to do it. So far we tell ChatGPT what we want.
English. This is for
we tell ChatGPT in plain English exactly what we want.
Even the PRD isn't normally in plain English.
Okay.
It might have a few. Have you seen any technical?
No.
Things in here.
No.
So, I don't know how we can do this, but maybe just copy this.
I will just copy it.
Try and get it so that it's just the PRD and none of the gumph that. Right, just copy that.
That's copied. Okay. Now
we can get started, right? So we've installed Claude Code, haven't we? We've already installed it. You have.
Yes.
Let us know in the comments. Do we need to run through installing Claude Code? Like it's fairly self-explanatory, but
Chris is saying vibing is bringing my credit card to limit when I use Opus 4.5. It's so expensive, but too good to miss out. Okay, so we start with that. So we explain what that is and what I have. So what we need is Claude Code. Yes, I have installed it, but let's just quickly show it. So you would just search for Claude Code. And then here in Claude Code, when you come here, you see this.
Depending on what you're using.
Depending on, this is for Mac OS, for Windows users. I don't know what you're doing, but you can just copy it. And then what you need is terminal. So you open the terminal on Windows.
So I use PowerShell. Just a note here. I use Warp as my terminal. You're using the built-in one that's on Mac OS. There are tons of different terminals out there, but everyone who's on Mac should have terminal. On Windows, you'll have PowerShell or Windows. I can't speak to Windows, but you'll need a command line interface.
So for people who, I have used terminal a decade ago, but I never got to like use it. Like never got to like, I just knew it existed, like a few lines copying from somewhere to somewhere, but never used it. And now I just want to say, like, this is my most used, let's say, window in the past. Where did it go? In the past 3-4 days. And I will get into it, how easy it becomes with AI being inside of it. So anyway, so you copy that code, you paste it in, and that's it. You install Claude, and it is there. Now I have to access Claude.
Well, first of all, I think it's important to sort of give a little dance, song and dance around the terminal, right? If you just type ls right now, just the letters ls. I have no idea what some of this stuff means, but ls to me in my head means list.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Yeah. Now you can see your folders here. Desktop documents, downloads. This will give you a list of the current folders and files that are in the current folder you're in, which will normally be, especially on Mac, you just open this up, you're just in your user folder.
Yeah.
Type pwd. So it's users Kabasa. So as I've just said, it's in your users folder. Where are all your coding? Do you keep a folder where all your coding projects are?
Not really as like consistently, but yeah, I could come up with a place and I would drag and drop it essentially, right?
Well, hold up. So do you have a space, or do you want a space? Looks like you can delete a few of these folders. You've got Untitled folder, Untitled folder 2, Untitled folder 6.
I don't.
You could do some cleanup here, mate. Anyway, let's go. The thing about command line, it operates instead of these.
By the way, I'm going
installation. Instead of these. The installation commands we've just run will just install things and run things on the computer and install them, right? But other than that, the terminal here is very dependent on which folder you're in.
Yeah.
So if we start doing stuff right now, it's going to do it all in the users folder, which is probably why you've ended up with Entitled folder 1, Entitled folder 2, and all this crap, right?
Yeah.
You've just and maybe even web scraping and whatever, right? We want to be a bit more organized. So I'm going to suggest that you change directory into the documents folder. So if you type cd, and I'm going to show you two ways to do this right now. You could just, and it's capital D. If you type capital D, cd, and then capital D, we're going to put it in your documents. Maybe put it in DO, and then press tab. Right? Don't press anything.
Yeah.
This is you're changing directory relatively from where you're at. So where am I currently right now? You can also go back with .. And you probably know this from like doing relative versus absolute stuff. You could also, if you delete DO. Oh, and by the way, it's worth saying you navigate all through the up and down, left and right arrows, and there are shortcuts and things like that, but we're just going to keep it really basics right now. You could also go in your Finder and drag in a folder. So do that just for a second, and it might actually bring up something.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. So Chris was saying, what is that nude folder? He's making fun of the node modules, I guess. We're not showing any nudes. Anyway, so sorry. So CD.
So go into your Finder and drag in your downloads. Documents. Well, this is where we're going to do all this stuff, right? This will come into play in a second. So bring up your Finder.
Like, why do I do it there? It's a mess there. Okay.
Well, if you had better folder structure, we could do it. So drop that.
Yeah.
And let go. Oh, it's not done anything. Maybe try again.
My document folder is gone. I just actually my document folder is gone because I
okay,
dropped
you
it to
you dragged it from the sidebar, didn't you?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Okay. No, go to your users. In
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
actually, okay, let's do another thing right now. Go back to terminal, delete CD,
Yeah.
type open space full stop. Full stop denotes open this current folder. The current folder we're in, do that.
So open and then
full stop, period.
Period, and then
now press enter. Should open a window somewhere. You've got two screens.
I have 3 screens, but okay.
Is that opened anywhere?
Well, I had a window open anyway. Yeah.
Has it navigated to your user's location?
No.
Okay,
but can we like we can go past that because I have a folder for where I put my code in.
That was the first question I asked you.
Yeah, I told you.
Okay.
Let's see there.
Okay, yes. CD and drag that folder in here. CD, drag that folder in here.
Yeah.
Not from the sidebar, from the actual Finder window.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. And you can press enter on that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we are in this general project. By the way, we have quite a few comments. Cool. I'm working on something that's gonna make infrastructure for CC painless. It feels like Webflow. Okay. I don't know how this is related.
No, just share them what they're doing. Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Cool. So now we're in your projects folder. We won't get you to type ls because there's going to be a mess of folders in here. But let's make a new directory for this project that we're going to be in. So mkdir, make directory. mkdir. dir.
Yeah.
And then space, and then name this project. Let's just give it a name.
What are we gonna call it?
Drinks app. Let's go original.
Drinks app. Okay.
Well, hang on. So command line is very sensitive to spaces.
Yeah. How do I do space?
Backslash and then space.
Okay. Let's just.
You see between general and projects. You see that on the line above where you're at right now. See at the end, general / projects.
Here.
No. The line above where you're on now.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's an example of how you get a space in there.
Okay.
Whatever. Up to you.
Let's just make this folder.
Cool. And now CD
into Drinks
app. And now CD into Drinks app.
So if I write CDDR and then press tab,
there it is. Enter, and you're in there.
And we're in it. Okay, cool. So we learned something.
Should be nothing in here, right? Now, from here we can run Claude, and it's really annoying because I want to get people using Claude right now, but also there is just a little bit amount of setup to do. Really, like I want to just get you in Claude and showing you how to do stuff. I mean, maybe we can do that on another project. I don't know, or maybe there's a comment that's asking us to do that. I don't know, but
no, there are some comments, but I'm happy that people are chatting together.
Great.
That's great.
Right. Next comes to the big thing, which we need to decide. Okay. I've never had great luck just building projects from scratch using Claude Code. I also don't want Claude Code just deciding the tech stack, right? I want some control over the tech stack this project, right? And this is where we start to get into the world of you kind of need to know little bits and bobs, right? We're not at the stage where we can just say everything in plain English, and not at a stage where we can whatever. But we're definitely going to get there. So I would suggest, what ideas have you had when it comes to a tech stack? You've already mentioned Vite, right? Yeah. Which, it's physically impossible for us to go through this without, we'd spend ages going through it if we explain absolutely everything.
Yeah.
But Vite is a way of serving all of your files, bundling up all of the JavaScript files and serving them as a website, right?
Yeah.
Which honestly, I think is a pretty good shout, because it's probably going to be a JavaScript React project. There's no need for this to be, we don't care about SEO. We want server side, control. So that's another aspect of this, and we're probably going to lose some people here because server side, client side, it's a bit of a mess. Client side is stuff that gets delivered down to the web browser, and then the web browser renders it. Server side is only happens on the server, and that's where all the rendering happens. That's where you want to do the secret stuff, because I can download all your CSS files, I can view all your JavaScript files. You don't want any secrets in there. You do it all on the server, and then the server interprets it and then delivers the code. So an Express Vite project is where I'm feeling like this needs to go to. Like,
Express Vite. I know what Vite is, but I don't know what Express Vite.
Express is a server-side node-based.
I see.
Language, something like this. So because we're going to need server-side access, we could do it in Next.js or TanStack Start.
Mm-hmm.
These are also quite nice. I don't know whether any of these you've heard of any of these. These basically combine the full stack into one sort of framework.
Let's go with your recommendation.
Yeah.
Okay, so just for the comments, Samuel, can you explain in simple terms the difference between Claude Code and Codex?
There is no difference. One uses Claude, the other one uses ChatGPTs. They're just made by different people.
Yeah,
they both do the same thing. They both have different features, just like you would open. I'm presuming these are Webflow people. You open Webflow in one window, Framer in the other. They both do the same thing, but they just have different features here or there that enable you to get it done.
Yeah. Chris said, just ask Cursor to install Claude. Which,
I mean, we can do all this, but we're not here. We're not here to be totally dependent on AI. But no, it's true. A lot of this stuff you can just ask Cursor or Claude or whatever.
And Julian says, once you go Claude Code, you never go back, Kawarza. Yeah, I have. I installed Claude Code a few days ago, and I've been hitting my limit constantly, all the time. I'm doing everything. I'm trying everything with it. And for people who still if we have people who are still figuring these things out, you saw how painful it was to use the command line, even though we didn't do much. Even navigating requires precision, and you have to know what you type in and etc. This is a very powerful tool. Command line is very powerful because with command line, you pretty much do anything. You can do everything that your computer does, including making a folder. We just made a folder with command line. Now, when you install Claude, which we just did, or if you do Codex, you give AI access to your command line. So your AI, this is how I would explain it, on behalf of you, uses command line to whatever you want to do. So instead of saying be specific with changing directory or making a folder, you just tell AI to do it for you, and it does it because it has access. And this is what we are going to do, and we're going to do it with Claude, which we just installed. And now?
Yeah. So, and now I think we're going to start with a boilerplate, right? Start with a already made project that just runs for us. Next.js will have their version. Again, TanStack Start will have their version, this and that, the other. Why don't you go on your browser and just type Express Vite React boilerplate, something like that. Express
React Vite
boilerplate.
Type
TypeScript. I just saw TypeScript in there, but let's see. Let's go with that top one, or maybe the second one. Let's go with number 2. Not the sponsored. Sorry, my eyes automatically skip the sponsored thing.
Cool.
And let's have a look here. So you've got source. Let's go to the package JSON. Just have a little look to see what's going on.
Where is package?
Alphabetical, so it's near the bottom.
This one, right?
Go. Just have a little, see what they've got going on. So Babel, ESLint, Husky, NodeMon, Riffraff. I mean, we'd kind of probably want TypeScript to be Tailwind, to be honest. That's kind of like a
okay.
thing.
So what are we looking at? I have no idea.
These are the libraries that make up this project, both in front end, which will be, or actually used in the app, which will be dependencies, and dev dependencies are only used during the build process. So it separates them out. It's a way of just only delivering the right code. It wouldn't want to deliver Husky to the app because Husky is a library that you only use during development. So here we would install Tailwind, we would install 3JS, we would install trying to think off the top of my head some other things we could install here.
So the way I understand, this is a template for our app, right? But it is not a template as of like a complex template. It is a boilerplate. It's a
boilerplate for the basic technologies. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing here because it's JavaScript.
But okay, cool. We can search for more. And the way I understand this, if we don't do this,
you didn't go to number 2. You went to number 1. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, go on. If we didn't do this.
If we wouldn't do this, if a noob would do this, a noob would just let AI choose this because AI might choose this or it might decide to start off, like not start off, actually like generate this, not start off a template, but like do it from scratch. And you as a developer, you start with a template because you want to know what you are getting yourself into and have control over.
You want a bit more control.
Right? Yeah.
And what I would tend to do is just install the things that I want it to use. So if you scroll down a little bit, has it got Tailwind? Because we really would like Tailwind. Tailwind's not in there. It's not the end of the world. We can ask Claude Code to do. Maybe that's the first thing we do. But I am liking it. I'm liking these libraries that it's got Express, it's got React, it's got TypeScript. Does it have Vite? If you scroll down, does that have Vite? It's got Vite. So there we go. Yeah. So I quite like this. Boilerplate. So if you go back to the and scroll down to see if they've got any setup instructions, because here's where you'll find features, notes. So installation. So if you copy the first one there, this is going to copy everything. So we don't want that. We want to copy that first line. Copy this. Don't press enter into your, but paste it into your terminal.
That's fine.
And what this will do, just hit delete once. There we go. It was on the second line. What this will do, it will clone this into a folder, right? Because we're already in the folder, we want to put space full stop at the end to say just clone this into the current folder. Now,
like this?
Yep, that's it. And it should.
What is the difference if I don't do this? I didn't understand.
It will create a folder and then put it in there, and we'll have to CD into that. But then that's just adding another folder that's unnecessary. So
okay, cool. Should I hit enter now?
Yeah, go hit enter.
I didn't know this. This is cool. Okay.
Yeah. Or we could never have created what folder are we in again? Drinks app. We could never have created the Drinks app folder, and we could have just typed Drinks app at the end there and create the folder for us. Okay. Now, if you press ls, list, you've got all these folders, right?
Yeah.
And now you want to run npm install. If you go back to the instructions, just on the thing, it says npm install. So it's telling us to do that. If we,
npm, can I do npm I?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can do npm I. Now you might need Node installed on your computer. You might need Git installed on your computer.
How do I know if they are not?
It will tell you. It will say Git is not found or something like this, right? So this might take a while. So this is downloading all the packages and whatever. So okay, cool, nice. Now go npm run dev. This is
and we still haven't been using Claude, by the way. This is
all.
By the way, I thought I would like immediately start Claude and tell Claude to do these things for me.
So I wanted to.
Interesting that you feel comfortable just doing them instead of like asking Claude to do it.
So we might actually get Claude to fix these errors right now, but let's not worry too much about that.
Okay.
Let's all of these errors. Cannot resolve .env. It looks like they're not installed, but it should be. But we can get Claude to fix those.
Okay.
Just to backtrack a little bit, if you scroll up before we hit npm run dev, so we hit npm run dev. If you were to remember that package JSON, so if you go back to the browser and go to the package JSON, you can see all these scripts. These are all the scripts that we can run on this code, right? That you can create these yourself. It's literally, you just edit this file and you tell it what to do. Dev is always the way that we get projects running, right? Build is how you build the project, and start oftentimes is mostly the same as dev. But the point is, this is how we got that npm run dev, and this will be across so many projects. Like everyone just standardly uses npm run dev as the go-to. Just to contextualize how we got to where we are. Let's just get Claude to fix some of these errors, because I can't be asked to fix them. I don't know why they're not running according to the thing. So if you hold Control and press C, because it's still trying to build this project, right? So now we've exited.
Yeah.
If you copy all of that error, copy all the error. We don't need to know, just the errors.
How do
I when you hit Command C, Control C, so it added all of this text. So this is not errors.
Oh,
this got added after you hit Command C, Control C. So yeah,
these are errors.
These are errors. Yeah, these are errors.
All the way to
the top. There we go. Hang on. Down. No, that's not an error. So you've got to really read what's happening right now. Read what's there, and also just be aware of what's going on.
But these are like API builds, but I don't see
error. It literally says right in front of you, error. This is something that people would tell me, and often senior devs will tell you, is read what's in front of you. It literally says error right in front of you.
Like above, because I don't see it. I see error here, like starting from here.
There you go.
Yeah.
So it tells you where the errors are. It tells you where so all the way down to the last error.
Yeah. Okay. But typically I would copy everything, but I understand this is also.
And that's why you hit your limits, mate. And that's why you hit your limits, because you're sending it loads of tokens. Right now, just copy that, and we'll just whack that into Claude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
you've copied it.
Copied it.
Yeah. Now we can just run Claude, and it'll ask you if it's okay to whatever. If you run Claude at home, it'll ask you to sign in. You're obviously going to need an account to do this, right? A Claude account, and it will guide you through all the setup. But yeah.
So to run Claude, you just write Claude and you press enter, and it runs Claude. It says, "Do you give it access to this folder?" And I'm like, "Yes."
I mean, I don't trust it, but whatever.
I give you access to my life, whatever.
So already I'm seeing some stuff here.
So we have Claude running. So
this is it. But I'm already seeing brew upgrade Claude code. So let's just do that, just so we're running on the latest version.
Oh yeah, brew. Yeah.
So remember that, because you've copied. Presumably you don't have a. No. Hang on. Delete that. /exit. Because this is a brew command, because of that first word was brew. This is a brew command. So brew upgrade Claude -code. Was it -code?
I don't know.
Go for it. The reason why this is the case is that you installed it via homebrew.
But what if I ask Claude to do this for me?
You'll still need to restart it and come out of it. So because it can't update itself and then run that. It needs to be able to kill the processes and then rerun them.
It makes sense. Yeah. We have a question. Claude code killed cursor. I don't know how to approach this.
Well, look, some people just cannot deal with command line interface. They just can't, and they just don't want to. For those people, cursor is there, that they can see things in front of them. There's some other stuff going on here as well. So native installation exists, but local bin is not on your path. Run. Let's just get some stuff going on. Do you want to paste? Just hit paste.
Yeah.
Which will paste, hopefully, all of the errors and stuff like that. And just hit enter. And let's just get Claude Code to fix those errors.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just some organizational stuff there. I'm just,
are enlisted as dependencies in your package JSON.
And I keep an eye on what it tells me, We might want to show this, the learning thing, the config that we set on your, what do you call it? Do you remember that?
Sorry, what? I wasn't. I was reading the comments. I'm not very good at multitasking.
Back in the room.
All right. So,
do you remember we set this to learning mode? Remember that?
Oh yeah, we did.
How do we should talk about that in a second. Don't worry about it for now. Single task. Right. Bash command. ls. Remember what ls does? It lists out.
Yeah, I do. So,
files or whatever.
Want me to proceed?
No log files found. Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, I will. So the /learn, let it.
Check shortcuts for PNPN.
Okay.
Just let it do its thing.
Okay. Let's it. Yeah, it's.
I mean, I tend to keep an eye on what's going on. Here we go. Found the issue. There's a yarn PNPN manifest. And users could, this has got nothing. This is like, why is it looking in your Kabaza folder for all this shit?
Yeah,
I think you need to remove that. I think there's like leftover accidentally from running yarn in your home directory at some point. So something else is actually fucked with this project. It's not. Just say yes. Yeah, one.
Yeah.
So RM is removed. So it's just removing that file. You do want to be careful about that though.
Yeah.
Right. Now let's try something. Let's try exclamation point.
After slash or without?
No. Exclamation point, which goes into bash mode. Now type npm run dev. This is us essentially exiting, not really exiting Claude Code, but this is running bash commands from within Claude Code. Hit enter. And you should be able to hit Control B or something like that to run.
This is cool. So I didn't know you can do this. This is cool that you can do this.
And you can run this in the background. So if you hit Control B, so this is now right. But look here. This is now running on localhost 9000. So if you copy localhost 9000, put it in your browser,
we should
have the boilerplate running. There we go. So they've built a basic crappy NASA app thing, right? There's something broken there, so I don't know what the server's running. So Control C just to exit that. Oh, actually, no, sorry. Control B.
What is Control B?
To run in the background. Now go down to your background task. Enter. And then I think K to kill. So just kill this because I would suggest we run it in a different window just to keep, so we can manage the server separately from Claude Code. So press K to kill. There you go. Killed. And then go back with enter, escape, or space. If you look down the bottom of your window, go back.
It tells me, yeah.
So there we go. It's just doing its thing. Cool. So create a new terminal window with Command N, and we're just going to run npm run dev in that new terminal window. And this is we're just going to let this manage our server. I personally don't like Claude Code managing my server unless I really want it to. I like to be able to control it in here.
Yeah. What should I do? npm
run the server, npm run dev.
Yeah.
Cool. npm. Oh no, sorry. We need to cd into the folder. Other terminals, you create a new window and it actually is already in the folder you're already in. So cd. Remember to put cd.
Oh, if I cd.
If you pause.
Yeah.
Type exclamation point. No.
Yeah.
I didn't say delete. I said type exclamation point, exclamation point.
Yeah.
And another. Yeah. What this will do, it will copy the thing that you put above and put it next to the thing you're typing. So it will, yeah, if you hit enter.
I didn't know this. Like, this is so cool.
But as Chris would say, we'll just let AI to do it for us. Or you could just let AI do it for you. Right, now run npm cool. Run dev. So now it's CD'd into that folder. You put non-run dev.
This is the problem.
Now we can let that do its thing. And now we can focus back on Claude Code.
Cool.
And we can actually see errors in the console as well, separately to Claude Code. So, but that's fine. Right. Let's type /new to create a new session, because we've added a bunch of context for doing stuff that we don't care about. So now we're done with that task. We're just going to move on to the next task. That's it.
Yeah.
It's really important we do this rather than just, and I know you used to do this, where you just used to add to the same chat over, like, just infinitely add to the same chat. We want clear context. We want to get rid of that. Yeah, so we've got this on learning mode, which is something I discussed, found pretty recently. If you type /config, so / commands are a way to get settings inside of Claude Code and some shortcuts, but we won't get into that right now. And here, down there, you got, output style is actually set to default. So if you go to output style.
Output style, where is it?
That, you're on it right now.
Yeah.
Hit enter. And then go to learning or explanatory. You've got these different learning modes. So you might want to put these on to help you, whatever. I just leave it as default, but you might want it as learning. Presumably the other two will take a little bit more context just because they're explaining more.
Probably,
yeah. You can also connect to the IDE. I'm looking down at the bottom there if you do want to connect it to Cursor, because some people do like looking at the code files. I certainly used to work like that. I used to have Cursor open and look at the files and make changes and this and that, but I've slowly but surely moving on to.
So why do I need this? Why can't I just open the directory, the folder inside of Cursor? What would be the difference?
You can select lines of code and it will register inside of Claude Code.
Okay.
It's more synchronous what's happening. Otherwise, they're working completely independently. With this, whatever. I'm just trying to look at anything else. There's nothing really we need to talk about that. You've actually got thinking mode set all the time, which is interesting. That's going to take up more.
No, I didn't. That's probably default.
Oh, okay. So if you go up to thinking mode, you might want to turn that off. Thinking mode just does a lot of. I personally have it off, and then I enter plan mode to plan out features. So if you press escape right now.
So how can I turn on thinking mode on the fly here? Can I?
Control T. Or actually, is it Command Control T? I'm Dvorak, so my
Oops. I did Command T. That's not it.
Oh no, Control. It's all Control.
Control T. It's not. I don't know what it's not doing anything.
Let me just do it my end, just so I can. Because like I say, I'm using a different
Option T. No.
Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So sorry, Option T, not Control T.
So
so you can enable it or disable it. Cool. You can go Option M. So if you press Option M,
nothing happening.
Option P. Again, I'm on Dvorak. Right now, you can select your model. Now you're on the badass heavy duty Opus right now.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't necessarily suggest. For these sorts of tasks, I wouldn't necessarily suggest. I would probably do Sonnet.
And this is what Opus is going to eat up my
limits
very quickly. Okay. Yeah. So maybe this is why I was hitting my limit all day.
Probably. No? Now, yes, most definitely. Now, what I like to do is if you type /model space Opus plan, all one word.
Opus, like this, plan?
Plan. Yep, hit enter. Now hit Option P. You've got this new Opus plan mode. When you go into plan mode, it will use Opus and go, I'm going to give you everything I got. But then it will switch to normal mode when it actually needs to code and go into Sonnet. So that's what I like.
So did we make a model, or like did we made a new?
We unlocked a model. There's one other one, which is Sonnet with a 1 million context window. That's another one you can. I've forgotten the code for that, but there's another one you can do that. But more context is overrated. In my eyes. So up to you whether you want to go to plan mode. I'm about to show you what plan mode looks like. So if you press Shift Tab, you've now put accept edits on, and now you've got plan mode. And plan mode is as it sounds. It's just you ask it questions, it will help you debug what's going on. So that all being said, come out of plan mode and tell it to install Tailwind in this project. Say install Tailwind in this project. And let it do its thing. While it's doing its thing, I mean, this is very simple, like for it to figure this out. It's going to do whatever. Let's go back to ChatGPT and recopy your PRD.
I hope it copies it correctly. Yeah.
And what I'm tempted to do is, so we could open up another thing of Claude code right now. If you, oh, here we go. Hang on. npm install. So this looks like it's installing old version of Tailwind. I don't care. Whatever. Just give us Tailwind. We could open up another session of Claude, and basically, I want to say make this into a Markdown file, or make this PRD into a Markdown file. We don't really need. We should do
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Well, put a new window.
So I'm opening a new terminal window. I'm going to
cd into the folder we're working in, which boom, and launch Claude.
Okay, we do Claude, and then
I would say here, just you've got it copied. I would say create something like put this in a Markdown file in a PRD folder or something like that. We're just gonna get a file into your file system. I could show you how to do this in the terminal, but let's just ask Claude to do it for you. And then you remember paste in. You've got to press Shift and Enter to get new lines, by the way.
Shift and Enter.
Oh, pause. No, press up.
Oh,
hang on. No, this is fine. This is fine. It's just going to create a folder for us. Bit extra, but whatever. And then just remove exit, delete exit, and then ask it to create a PRD Markdown file, and then paste in. We need to figure out how to enter new lines on your. Maybe you have to type / or something. I don't know. Create a Markdown file and just paste in what you got.
Yeah.
There we go. Now just hit enter. See if it does it. I really want to find out how to enter new lines. In your terminal,
that would be nice.
Because then it could separate it from the actual command itself.
So.
Any questions? Anything going on? I know we're a bit slow, like using Claude code, but
yeah, we're using command line more than Claude so far, but we will be using more of Claude.
So check on Claude because you've got a bash command here that's waiting. You've got a question here, Mason. So it's asking to create a file. Yeah, that's all good. And then check on the other one. Probably going to ask you to create. Scroll down. I can see bash command there. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. So just on these permissions thing, I wouldn't want Claude Code always creating folders for me. So I definitely think is that you've got to read what it's asking and say, do I want it to create this folder right now, or do I want to continuously allow it to create folders? And then it will start to build up permissions. So now we've got our PRD inside of our project. It's doing Tailwind. And once it's done with this, one of the first things generally you want to do now is actually create a Claude Code project by typing /init. We'll do it once it's installed Tailwind, just so it has all the context it needs to understand, what the Claude MD file should worry about. So it looks like Tailwind is working, and on both these instances we can just create a new session now. We're kind of done with both of these tasks.
So we can also clear, no?
Yeah, clear, new, clear.
We can do clear, or what did you say?
New.
New, which is the same. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool. So now let's actually build this motherfucker. Actually, no, sorry. So let's run /init. Like, it's just telling you tips for getting started. Let's run /init, and it's going to
what is this?
So it's going to read all. It's going to look at your whole project. It's going to hopefully see that PRD file, and it will create a context-aware file just so it's ever present what this project is about. So every time you run a command, this project Claude Code knows what this project is, so it can again just contextualizes its tasks. What might throw it off is this, this NASA crap that we've got going on. It would be nice if there was nothing in this, it's just really a basic boilerplate. But let's
can we remove it? Can we ask it to remove?
And that's what I was going to suggest we do. So once it's done this, because there's a bit more to it, it's going to pick up the technologies it's going to use, it's going to whatever. For sure, let's just ask Claude to say, can you remove all the NASA related boilerplate stuff so we have a clean project, and hopefully it will, and then update the Claude MD file, because depending on what the Claude MD file says, here we go, it's coming up with something here. Let's read it.
It was changing the the Claude MD, no?
But look, we can read that it's a project React Express boilerplate with TypeScript featuring file-based routing, blah, 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 blah. So, we could have read and just understood what it's writing, and we could have given it further commands to say, if it's mentioned anything about NASA as an example, we could have just asked it to remove that. So definitely worth just not like hammering that enter button all the way through.
That makes sense.
Just being a bit more mindful about what we're doing and being mindful of where it can make mistakes. Not make mistakes, sorry, that's not what we're saying. Where that it, like in this instance, we knew it might have picked up the NASA crap. So I might be more inclined to be like, well, I can foresee that happening. Let's just make sure. But whatever, we got it. We've done it. We've initialized this project. So I can't see anything that's, NASA related in there.
Should we ask it?
No, I don't think so. It's not going to change anything here.
Yeah.
Whatever. So again, clear context. We're good to go. So what did we say we wanted to do? We wanted to say there's some boilerplate NASA related files in here. Can we remove them so we have a fresh basic project or something like that? I don't know. And I'm interested to know what people are thinking in the comments. Go for it. Are you guys surprised at how we're using Claude Code? Because this is very we're just asking it to do stuff. Very matter of fact. Very we're not being technical. We're not being. The technical side, I guess, is happening in our mind, right?
Yeah, but I can definitely see there is a huge difference between how you do it and how I would do it if I. By the way, yeah. So you're aware, there is one thing me trying to read it, but also there is this thing that do I understand it if I read it? Well, does that make sense? If I don't,
look at the slightly lighter gray text down below this command.
Find NASA related files in source directory.
So it's kind of giving you a little bit of a clue to what it's doing.
This one is an easy one to understand. So I can see there is NASA and there is logo. I can understand.
So we're working in Dropbox right now, are we?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering why it says allow reading from GitHub from this project, and it doesn't mention GitHub in the thing. It's just kind of
no. It's just my project name, my folder name.
Perfect. I found an related boilerplate content. Let's remove it. So it's removing the logo. Okay, so it's not going to be too intelligent about it. But let's shift tab for this. Remove NASA logo. Cool. That's fine. Okay. Whilst it's doing that, let's go to the other. Oh, it's done it. Okay, fine. It's not done anything particularly special there. Clear that. Whatever. Let's get going. Let's start doing some shit. Okay. So we've got our markdown, we've got our boilerplate full of all the technologies we're using. Let's ask Claude to actually take the PRD and interpret it and apply it to our project. Now, this was a monster PRD. So it'd be interesting to see how far this goes. If I do this on Replit, it often takes quite a while. However, I'm not expecting the same standard as Replit, just because Replit runs its own testing and goes crazy. This might give us just something. This is unknown territory for me right now. So take the PRD and apply it to the project. Okay. I would say, we want to reference the PRD file. So I would space @ and I don't know what it's called, but just type PRD after
I can't do @ I don't know why.
What?
Yeah, my @ button doesn't work here. Let me do @ somewhere else and see if I can copy paste it. Okay.
Type PRD.
PRD.
Cocktail ordering app MD. There it is. So now we're giving it context, right?
Nice.
And before you hit enter, shift tab to plan mode. Let's just make sure it just looks over everything and whatever. This is going to be Opus big boy plan mode. Hopefully this might take a little while now, but hit enter. Let's see what it comes up with.
Cool. Okay.
Now it's going to give a little bit of extra juice. It's not going to write any code because we're in plan mode, but this is our best chance at getting it to do everything. Do you want to, whilst it's doing that then, do you want to explain any differences that you've...
Yeah, so as I said, you read the stuff more clearly.
I actually read the stuff.
Yeah, I notice I don't do this in many places because if I don't understand it, I'm not going to be bothered by reading it. But I also noticed that it's getting, like, not everything is difficult to understand. Here it's saying bash command to do what? List contents of source directory. So I want to say yes.
I don't know why I keep saying GitHub there, to be honest. I think it's
because it's my it's stupid, but it's my folder name, because I wanted to.
I couldn't see it in that command though. I couldn't see GitHub.
No, it's my on my folder name.
Okay.
Sorry, who's the noob? I'm the noob.
Oh, I can see it. Dropbox. Yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Who the hell is the noob?
I'm the noob. So though I've been doing this, I've been using any AI that like you would use to do any sort of coding. But now I'm getting into a new territory to use Claude Code. We haven't even opened an editor yet, which is new to me, to not use an editor. We're kind of like in this way of thinking that you're thinking about the project structure, like the architecture of things, the planning, and so much more. And I'm just like, can you just build it? And which is like, it's going to make a huge difference once you go down the road, like past the MVP, I would guess, or like past the prototype. Because if you don't do it properly, you will hit many limitations much faster.
Such as leaving it on Opus all the time. You're definitely going to hit that limitation. Limitations.
Yeah, exactly. I will show how I was doing that, by the way, like separately on Friday. So people who are right now here watching as Claude is working, we will be live on Friday again around this time. Yeah. Exactly. And I will show you for what other things than programming I've been using Claude, Blender specifically.
And, you know, we're not really thinking about UI at this stage.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
true. Yeah. Well, we are
there are different...
installing... We did install Tailwind, but that's
we're creating a skeleton. We're creating a framework in which to apply the design on. There are different schools of thought. And again, going back to Replit, just because I really do like it a lot. I'd love, if you are interested, I'd love to share a link with you so that they can track my referrals and stuff. But it gives you the option to go in and build the app or design it first. And there is some merit to getting the design up and running. It won't be functional, like it will just be buttons and things like that, but it probably would, I think they probably would look a lot better if you did the design first and then started plugging it all together. But my hunch is right now that this is probably going to give us a really good compromise that we can start to implement later on. And maybe we can even look to bring Figma MCP in if you've got a design or some way, because you didn't have a design on how you want it to look at all, did you?
Not at all.
So
for something like this,
anyway.
Yeah, I would probably not go through Figma directly. Maybe I would go through Pinterest even. I don't know, look at some design inspiration stuff like that I like, and then just use them as general direction. I don't know if that would actually work because I don't know. I haven't done any research. There might be an app for this already. I have no idea. But I don't care about this. What I care is like what we're doing. It's very interesting to me how we are going through this.
And I think that's a key differentiator that you need to ask yourself right at the beginning is like, is design imperative for this app? Is this something that I just need to use that I don't really care how much? Because by the way, Claude is really good at UX. I think it's pretty good at UX. So it doesn't need design, but it will function sort of very logically. You were surprised at the app that we built. Oh, it's asking you. Here we go. Right. So this is actually something I completely forgot about.
Technologies.
And it's a technology thing. So single file database, zero setup, perfect for self-hosting, easy backups, can migrate, right? I'm not so hot on that because we do want to store this. It's not just something that's going to run on your computer.
Just a second. So before you move on, so for people who don't understand, what is this question? Which database would you prefer to use for this project? We're talking about database, and here I see CMS approach. Which like.
So this is Claude Code coming back to you with 3 questions. One is about the database, one is about the CMS approach, one is real time.
Okay.
Presumably because you want to see, in statuses and notifications, stuff like that. So our first question is about our database. What database would you prefer? Now, again, this is where you need to understand a little bit more about technologies. If you don't want to understand technologies, this is where vibe code apps come into play. This is where, again, Replit, V0, Lovable, this is where they have already taken care of what database you should use, and you don't have to worry about this. If that's your bag, then Claude Code really isn't for you. Claude Code is really the tools, they're really close to the bone way of creating projects. So we need to be aware of this stuff. So SQLite is all stored in a file.
Okay.
As it says, concurrency probably is an issue just because better concurrency in Postgres means several things can write to it at the same time, which is what we kind of need. Someone could put an order in whilst you're there, updating an order or something. We need things to happen simultaneously. Okay. So I don't think SQLite is the way to go, even though they're recommending it. Although I do think that will get us spun up a lot quicker. And obviously you can migrate to Postgres. Postgres is definitely more what we need. However,
I'm a bit confused about like the roles that database plays here with like CMS, because the way I would imagine it as a Webflow developer, right? We have a CMS. We don't have like necessarily like a
you don't
underlying
know.
database.
Yeah.
We have a CMS, and in the CMS, we are constantly editing CMS items, right? Like for something like this, we would be editing a specific CMS item. Well,
yeah,
this is not the case for us.
So think of a CMS. So database is just where all of the data lives. Right?
Yeah.
Whether you see that data or whether you don't. Sometimes, data is in a database that you access just through the command line or whatever. Database is, I don't think there's any confusion there around what a database holds as data. CMS is, think of a CMS as an application that accesses the database.
I see.
Again, it doesn't need to access the entire database. It's certain databases. So Webflow is an example. You create your collection, and it gives you access to that collection. The CMS actually allows you to edit that. But there's going to be tons of other stuff in your database that you don't have access to at all.
Yeah.
So think of CMS as just a separate app that
it's like
modifies and edits things in the database, chosen things in the database.
Could be on top of the database, and the database is the underlying.
Yes, it's definitely on top of the database. Right?
Yeah.
We have complete control over what we give access to in that CMS. Like it might be that we have users, but we don't want to. Users are a perfect example, actually. Like Webflow don't give you access to the users database associated with your account through the CMS, because that would be an issue where, if you give clients access to that and they can modify, you might accidentally change the users database. Point is, just separate database and CMS. They are not connected. Well, sorry, they are connected, of course, but like they're not, like they're separate. They're separate things. The CMS just connects to the database, just like your front end app will connect to the database, just like your back end app will connect to the database. All of these different things can all connect to the database. And so with the database, Postgres is pretty cool, but I think that will complicate things later on, because you need to host your database, you need to sort out, whatever. I think we should use something like Supabase.
Okay.
Which is a Postgres database. You can log into it. You can modify the database just for a nice UI. It's free. You could also use Neon. Neon's another Postgres database. Serverless Postgres database. So you need to create an account, obviously, and then set it up. And we need to be really careful right now, which makes me think we should go with a SQLite, just because I really don't want to be flashing any environment variables up on your screen.
Okay.
So, but saying that,
but we can change it later on, no?
I suppose we can change it later on. We're just streaming live, and I'm just a bit anxious about that sort of stuff. So, okay. So, what do you fancy? Do you fancy Neon or Supabase? You've already got a Supabase account, I see. So
I think, yeah, I do have an account there.
How many websites have you got stored on Supabase?
I don't know. I could like go off the screen and check.
Because you've only got 3 free accounts.
No, I have just one.
Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's your organization. Oh no, one project.
One project, yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's use Supabase then.
And I think this was with Lovable.
Cool. Okay, cool. Let's use Supabase because you've already got an account. So if you head back to Claude Code and just tell it we're going to use Supabase.
Let's use Supabase, right?
Base. Yeah. And then press enter or arrow keys, and now it's going to ask us CMS. So how would you like to handle CMS for managing drinks? So this is really important. One of your requirements was that you can look at the recipe, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. And this got me thinking, okay, so you're going to actually need to upload a database. It's going to need to know what drinks you offer.
Yeah.
Now, you could do this directly in Supabase, which could be something you type in number 3, or we can create a separate admin panel, a CMS that you log into, that manages the content of this application. So build a drink recipe management into that, maximum learning, no external dependencies. I think this would be custom admin panel would be pretty cool. It's probably going to use Supabase as the database because it's still a database at the end of the day. And this will be potentially something that you log into, you get a role of admin, which gives you access to a menu that allows you to just edit drinks menus and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So custom admin panel sounds pretty cool.
I was thinking about what's it called, that CMS that Figma bought.
Yeah. The thing is, though, that's a monolithic app. So it's like Next.js. It's actually, I don't know enough about it. Payload, you're talking about.
Payload, yes.
My website's in Payload, but we've already got, like, Payload is just, we would need to re-architect the whole app to bring in Payload, put it that way. It's not, I don't think Payload is headless. I don't think Payload is headless.
Isn't it?
No, I don't know. I think we should just use
it is headless.
Supabase. I think we should just use, okay.
Cool.
So if you want to use this, we can, but we also already have access to Supabase.
Yeah, there's Supabase.
Yeah.
Supabase is fine.
It will just be another table in your database. So it will just be the recipes table in the database. So custom admin panel, maybe you type something like custom admin panel, use Supabase or something like this. But I think custom admin panel should be fine, but why not give it a little bit more information? Use Supabase. Type will use role-based security to unlock recipe CMS. So this will basically mean we'll create you as a user. You'll be admin. You'll be the only admin.
To unlock CMS what?
CMS. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So if you know JavaScript, it will literally be an if statement. If user role is admin, show this link that links through to this page where you can add things, add recipes. If they're not, then kick them out. So which approach for real time do you prefer? Now, real time updates, simpler approach, front end checks for a few seconds, less easier but easier to debug. Now, again, this is more of a tech question. That you probably wouldn't know. To be honest, I don't have strong opinions on this.
So I've watched some videos from Theo.
Yeah.
Videos that I don't understand, but he does talk about like real time in apps and what happens if a user, or like in one session you remove something and how will it reflect the other one, and what tech stack does he use?
I don't know what tech stack he uses, to be honest.
Yeah,
but I'll go on.
No, just like something that is the best for learning, and also
I mean, polling is, I think you just need polling unless you want like immediate, like I think polling would just be a simpler way, but it really just comes down to
like is it
the complexity of the code.
But if we do like, if we check every second, and if we have, let's say I have like 50 guests, is this going to slow things down?
I think polling is struggles with concurrency. I think WebSockets is a bit more robust in that sense. So maybe
do you think I would go with WebSockets. I won't have like 50 guests, but who knows? Maybe this will make us rich and famous. And no.
I mean, in this sense, right? You could say under 3, could you make a recommendation, or could you explain more, or in a separate window you could understand things a little bit more? Like it's, you're able to ask me and we're able to quickly talk about this, but as someone on their own, like you're going to get so much better at your job if you do go and research this and look into it and understand it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because this is the funny thing. You've mentioned a couple of times, we haven't really started with Claude Code. Claude Code is going to be the easy part. This is where you will be paid. This is where you're going to get the real money, is how you orchestrate these applications, knowing the difference between WebSockets and polling. You will not be getting paid to just sit there on Claude Code and just prompt your way. That's the fun part. You know, that's going to be pretty easy in comparison. So, anyway, let's go WebSockets and be done with it. Submit. And cool. So it's going to do its thing. Let's create a project. While it's doing that, let's create a project in Superbase.
In Superbase, new project.
Yeah. See, just a word on MCPs. We could just ask an MCP to do all this for us, right? We could do that. Is your last pass gonna, bring up a password that people can copy right now?
No, but I'll do it off screen just to database.
Okay, cool. We can admire Claude Code doing its thing. Where are you seeing? Are your questions on your personal YouTube, by the way? Because I've got dance. Okay, fine. Got to dance around otherwise. Because I've got you full screen on my computer right now, so I have limited availability to find out. Why is everyone teaching Claude Code everywhere? Because people are interested in it. People are excited about it. People want to know what it's good for, what it's bad for. When shit gets popular, people talk about it. Don't hate it. If you're not interested, don't listen, But it's exciting. I think it's one of the tools that has really changed the entire industry of web development. It's lowered the bar for sure. So people like Kabaza here can get using and writing real code with very little experience. So it's lowered that bar, but it's also enabled people who do know how to code to work so much more efficiently than they ever have done before. And Claude Code is one of the best implementations of that. It's not the only implementation, but I think personally it's one of the best implementations. So this is why we're talking about it. It's not because it's trendy. It's actually made a fundamental difference. It's made fundamental and drastic changes to the industry of building applications.
So
cool.
We have a plan, right?
That helps. So we have a plan. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at what's going on. That's a plan, isn't it? That's a heck of a plan.
That's a long plan. Okay, so
I didn't even start coding yet.
So we just a very quick summary. We gave it the instructions for what.
No. We were on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Kabaza described his app, all the features he wants. We exported that to a little file, and we told Claude Code to look at that file and plan out how to implement that product requirement document.
Yes, exactly. And it did the plan. So I've written the complete, this is everything, right? Yeah. So this is the implementation plan. And what would you look for? Like, do you want to look for everything? Like,
interestingly, I'm just reading something. Superbase has real time. So I wonder if that's something it will leverage automatically, but whatever.
Interesting, yeah.
Row level security, learning value, you'll learn this. Phase of implementation, so it's got the different phases. So I'm already feeling like, because it's just going to eat up context, it's going to get shitter, right? I'm almost tempted to approve this plan. We're going to read through it, obviously approve this plan, but output it to a structured markdown file that we can exit, clear the context, and re-enter. This would be an amazing thing for our old friend Ralph, giving itself task or taskmaster MCP, so it can break it up and keep itself on track, because this is so big. This is such a big change. So hang on. Let's just read the plan first.
Okay.
And
okay, so we go back to the plan summary. 5 phases of implementation.
And key architecture, socket IO, zoo stand, custom admin panel, cocktail ordering app, transform React Express boilerplate into fully featured, blah, 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 gathering guests. Guests can scan the QR code. So the QR code is a bit of nothing. A QR code
it's not to your thing. Exactly.
Brown status, the admin host manages drinks, Postgres real-time. So we'll use, it says real-time socket IO. So let's maybe we can add that to the prompt, the bottom. Phase 1. So we want to add real time to Supabase. We want to break this out into a separate file so that we can track changes in separate sessions, Claude Code sessions. Authentication code. So we need to get those environment variables. It's going to do all that. Create databases. So it's going to have profiles. It's going to have drinks, recipes, types, customizations, orders, favorites, ratings. These are all separate database stuff. Red level security, obviously, this is something that protects the database. Express server. I know I'm zooming through this, but if there's anything that jumps out at you, let us know, because otherwise we'll take ages if I explain every single line of code. So I'm looking at anything that jumps out. Most of it kind of makes sense. API endpoints, so registered guest. So does it mention the Google login? Did you mention the Google login in your list? Because I'm saying it's
missing. It's missing, yeah.
So that's a fourth thing we need to mention. All done through Google Auth, which I think, again, Supabase has Auth. Supabase clients, you stand stores. So the stores are kind of how the app manages local storage. Components, guest admin, Hannah, bottom nav, it's good. Welcome, register, that looks good. So whilst I'm reading through this as well, I'm looking at the technical stuff, but I'm also trying to think from a user. Is everything there that it needs? Create a Supabase client. These are the files. I mean, we're going to trust it with the files, to be honest, just because it's based on the tasks. So if you scroll down, admin, that's good. AMV file is good. Okay, menu drinks, custom CMS, database schema. It's the drinks thing, recipes, admin only. Looks good. Again, we're going to trust it. And customize types, options. That's good. Link drinks, backend task, drinks. Get post drinks. Scroll down. Menu pages. Recipe. I'm thinking there's no rating thing there, but yeah, we'll keep going. Might be later on. Let's see. Text field. Okay, looks good. JavaScript modify, trusting in that. Order. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, orders. So it's going to break it up. So scroll down.
What do you mean?
I'm thinking in my head how the rating system is going to happen. It's not mentioned anything yet, but it might be in a separate phase. So that's fine. Database, socket IO, API inputs, orders, history, status, created. Cool. That looks good. Status, history, admin dashboard, live queue, recipes. This is your thing. What you'd see, because you'd get a different dashboard than these guys. Stats, guest.
Stats. Cool.
Good. And then trust in the files, that's fine. and then polish. There we go. Favorite ratings. This is what I was waiting for. Cool. Yeah. So that's the sort of task I would have put to the end. We know at the beginning when we said there are some things in here that I'm like, let's just get the foundation running. It's dictated that it's done this. So I would love to use Ralph right now, but I haven't had a good chance to use it.
We could try though. Anyways,
So first things first, let's output this plan to a separate markdown. So tell Claude what we want to change.
So we would type it here, right?
Yeah.
Output this plan to a separate file, right?
Yeah, file, so we can track progress in separate sessions.
Progress in.
Cool. With a comma. What were the things that it missed? What were the things?
So we need also add authentication with Google.
So auth should be done Superbase with Google provider. Superbase auth with Google provider. Because you can switch on username, password, Twitter, login, whatever. So this will say we're going to use Superbase auth and we're going to choose Google provider. Then you can switch on and off things later on. Okay. What was the other one? There was another two.
Yeah, we talked about using real time with from Superbase.
Yeah, tell it to investigate real time with Superbase, and whether it serves the same function. It might not. Was there one? Was there a third one?
Yeah. Functionality as socket, as WebSocket.
As socket, yeah, go on, yeah. It should be able to figure that out, but no harm in no. Yeah. What was the last one? I'm sure there was one more.
Store. No, actually, yeah, we have it. Because I wrote 3 things.
Okay, good. So you wrote it. Cool. Okay. Do you want to scroll up just to no? Do you want to scroll up just so we can way up because I think we came up with the 3 things quite early on by going through, not past the task.
Yeah.
Here we go. Plan summary. If I back a relative SKU. Okay, scroll down. Superbase, socket, transform base. It was mostly around here, wasn't it? Styling, tailwind. We've done that. Okay, maybe it was that. Yeah, maybe it was that. Cool. Let's go. Let's hit enter. What this will probably do is hopefully it won't actually start coding.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be the end of the world, but we've eaten up so much context already by doing this plan. It'd be nice just to do task 1, fresh context.
Yeah, by the way, you know what is the most difficult part for me is to not get into the building. So far, and I'm glad that we are exploring it this way, but so far it's 1.5 hours in. Well, we did chit chat for 10 minutes, but then after that we've been kind of just laying the foundations and no building, no coding. Actually, we have removed some code, right?
Yeah.
From the boilerplate. By the way,
we added tailwind.
Yeah, we added tailwind. Fair, but yeah, it is. To me, it's difficult because in the past, I don't know, since AI has become so powerful, I just build it immediately, and I do get a lot of issues. Face a lot of technical challenges because I either don't understand or rush things too fast. So anyway, I'm glad that we are going through the plan like this. So okay, to create.
It's just going to create the file.
Yeah,
go for it.
Let's do yes. So we are creating the file, and I assume we are adding this every time so we know where we are at, right?
It probably actually did give us the answer about Socket.io. Why Superbase real-time replaces Socket.io for this project? Okay, cool. So it's actually changing some things.
Where was it?
Just above here.
0 server code needed. So we are going with.
So it is, yeah.
Yeah.
With it. Cool. Okay, look, clear context and auto accept edits. This is nice. I don't know what this means though. Clear context and auto. Okay, so it's gonna just start implementing it.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting that it knows that it should clear context. It knows that it needs it to wipe his own memory. Anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Let's
Which one should I do? Should I?
I don't know. Yeah, go on. Go clear context and auto accept. Let's do it. Let's just get something going.
I hope that I'm not like hitting my limit or something right now, because I'm on the $20 plan, by the way.
Well, we spent so long flipping around that it's probably reset. But this is now using Sonnet, right? It's not using Opus, which is what you have been doing.
So npm install Supabase, yes, right?
Let's do the second one. Hit number 2. There we go. And then just let it install all the apps it needs. This is just for this session, by the way.
Yeah.
If you type, don't do it right now, but if you type /permissions, you can start to customize what it allows you to do. Now, you know, I want to get something up and running, and I want to get something used and all the rest of it. But again, going back to Geishu's question here about why is everyone talking about Claude Code, there's lots of really nice quality of life things that I do take advantage of. There are quirks that I add to my rules. You know, for instance, I want it to use bun instead of using npm, so I make sure it uses npm. There are tons of things that I notice Claude doing that I want to correct, so I add those to their memory files as an example. I also have agents that help verify things, security agents, front-end agents, back-end agents that, again, run in their own little window that do help me on a day-to-day basis. But we can maybe get into all that. Maybe we'll get into it in this session, maybe another session. But using Claude Code in its bare minimum, I think we're seeing that right now. You know, you start to really get into the minutia when you start to add skills, agents, hooks, things like this.
So what is happening right now? It's just
it's doing its thing. Yeah. It's doing its thing. It should be creating files here. ZooStand is a way to orchestrate or link the stores to the items in the database. So
I saw this. Yeah.
So it makes sure that you can't add things to the store that aren't in the database. It helps. It's like a verification.
Okay. Because it's a German word, by the way. Zustand.
What does it mean?
It's like kind of like the status, like quo or something like this.
Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean,
it means that what it does. Yeah.
I wonder if they're a German company or they just saw that and thought, oh, that's
cool. Zustand.
Zustand. Oh, Zustand.
Your German accent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a very gay accent.
Well, for people who are just like, because we have picked up like a few more people, we are building a drink app. That's it, essentially. I'm very early in like using Claude, and Sam has been using Claude for quite some time, and he's showing me how he would do it, and I'm picking up quite a few things. I'm going to actually watch this video myself.
And it's funny because as I said right at the beginning, like I don't tend to start projects in Claude Code. This is one of the first projects I've actually started in Claude Code for a few different reasons. One of them is that most of the time I'll be on a train when I get an idea. Weirdly enough, I'll be on a train and I like sending it off to Replit just to go do its thing, so I don't have to deal with all this technology and stuff like that, because I can deal with all that stuff later on. So this is pretty unique for me, but I'm taking years of experience, nearly a year of experience. I mean, Claude Code itself is 6-7 months old now, but like I'm applying a lot of assumptions here and a lot of things that I think about how I would start a project with Claude Code, and we seem to be getting somewhere anyway. Yeah, we seem to be getting somewhere. But after we get something up and running, then I'm hopeful that we can get into more of a rhythm of how I know to use Claude Code on a day-to-day basis. You can hide these to-dos with Control-T, just to point out some of the functionality if you're brand new to Claude Code. Control-T.
Control-T.
There we go.
But I liked it, having this view.
Control-T, baby. Control-T.
Yeah, it's really nice to see how it's, where it's doing, what it's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think we'd get ourselves into a bit of a mess if we tried using Ralph here.
Okay.
But it's a perfect task for it. It's like, boom, 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 clear the context, start a new one, So I can see that it's got some variables here. Do you want to, should we, do you want to open your .env file in front of us right now? So just give us something to explain and
what do I need to open?
So open the folder. So you've got .env up there. It's grey, it's hidden.
This one?
Open this in cursor. It won't have anything in there because we've not added anything in there. You could do text editor, that's fine as well.
Let's do cursor. Can I just drag and drop it?
Yeah. So environment variables are passwords. And you can see it's giving us a boilerplate here of what we need to actually add. Okay. And Superbase is for connecting to Superbase to make sure that we can interact with what's going on in Superbase. So we need to go get those from Superbase and put that in here. Client-side environment variables, you can see they've been prefixed with vit _env. These will be shown to the front end, so you can assume that these aren't as sensitive.
Yeah.
Regardless, you never want to push your .env files to Git, and you never want to show these on a screen share, which I have done too many times. And that's a frantically. You can obviously roll. You can invalidate the password and then reinstantiate it and do that. It's not the end of the world, but it's one of those things.
Yeah.
Saying that, do you have a .git ignore file in your
good question?
Because we can just. No. Okay. Cool. No. Why don't we?
I do.
You do have it. Oh yeah, there we go. There it is. Yeah. So if you open that up in thing as well, so you can see there's already ignoring these. So when we push to Git, it should be.
Yeah.
It will be ignored, but just be mindful of all of this sort of stuff. I don't know what env values is, to be honest. Why env's value is sample in your .env file, but do you want to off-screen get those saved in this env file? Obviously, don't show anything, and
I will share it for sure.
I'm just mindful that we want to be, doing stuff whilst Claude is churning. What do you do whilst Claude is writing your code for you?
I have multiple sessions nowadays, or like multiple things to work on. That's like, I have never been so happy having many screens. Like this is the time where I'm like, you know what? It is actually useful. Yeah. I have no idea where to get my
connect at the top there. Do you see it says connect?
Yeah.
Click that. So you need a Superbase URL. And by the way, you want to drag your env file off the screen as well.
Yeah, I will. So
let us watch Claude do its thing.
Well, you guys watch Claude.
Okay.
I will try to see if I can find these.
To me, it looks like it's kind of stopped, to be honest. Might want to hit continue in Claude. And look, it stops here. Just go continue. So it stores these to-dos in a separate file inside a Claude code, separate from this session. So it's gonna be able to keep track of everything.
I'm not sure if I can find what it's asking me in the under connect, or
This is going to be tricky, isn't it?
Yeah. How are we going to do this? So, because we have connection string, we have app frameworks.
Mm-hmm.
And with app frameworks, we have obviously the different frameworks.
Does it have Express in there?
No. We have Next, Remix, and React, but not Express.
Try Next, because it's a back-end thing. It's really not liking this. I think Claude code is frozen again.
Should I say continue again?
Go on then. Yeah, go on. And scroll up. Maybe it's asking us a question, and we're just learn by doing. Concept create all the foundation and author infrastructure layers of schema complete sewer base, because it did. Okay, cool. Maybe then we can now update the implementation plan PRD. What's been done?
Should I tell it to do update
the implementation plan? Oh yeah, you can't type that, can you? That's so weird. It's so weird.
I can't do it everywhere else. So
we might need to type initialize terminal or something, but we can do that in a sec. Imp. There you go. Implementation plan. That's it. Press tab. With what's been done.
Yeah,
that's it. And now we're going to create a new session and get on with the next item. So this would be something you would use, Taskmaster for. We're kind of botching it here. We're kind of doing our thing. I mean, it looks like it's ticked off foundation. I don't know why it's in yellow, because it does say in progress, but maybe okay, it needs human input. So maybe there is something that we need to ask. So do you want to see if there is a question somewhere? Because it does say in progress. Quick tip, open the file. Okay.
Where?
Scroll up.
Mm-hmm.
Scroll up a bit more. So what to do next? I need to wait for your implementation of the database schema before proceeding. Here we go. Marker, I'll be review your schema implementation. We're just going to vibe it. Create a setup guide for a configuration plan, test it, move on to phase 2. All right, open the file, PRD database schema. I don't know why it's put it in there. PRD.
Where is it? I don't see it.
Where your mouse was literally just on it. PRD. Yeah. It's a folder.
The folder.
Yeah. Database and schema.
And I should open this in Cursor.
Let's have a look what it says in the terminal. I'm pretty sure it's open the file, replace the to-do human section with your complete database schema. So this is odd, to be honest. Open the schema. Okay, so yeah, open it in Cursor.
Yeah, this is it.
You create a complete database, custom types. Okay, let's ask Claude if it can do it, because this is slightly odd that it's
like
I mean,
this.
It does say, yeah, go on, yeah.
I'm gonna sit down.
Oh, no, it's doing something else. No, it's doing something else. Press escape. Just so we've interrupted it. If we need to tell it to do this remaining item, which is I don't fully understand it, which is why I'm getting Claude to sort it out.
Where is it? This. What is the task? Because I don't understand the task.
Okay, so scroll back up to where we were just looking, where it said, or it explained what it is that needs to do. What to do next?
Mm-hmm.
It's this. So I'll let you read it, and I'll let you try and process what's going on.
It's asking to create the schema, the database schema, but why do I need to do that? Not why can't it do it? It knows what we need. Isn't it like these? Is it like the rows?
Yeah, basically. So could we copy this area, this section?
Like this?
No. Everything on what to do next. Can we not just copy this and say, can you do this for me?
Like this?
Yeah. I don't understand why Claude can't do that.
Absolutely.
Thanks, yes. Thanks, Claude. Like,
finally.
Yeah. And that would be like, it should have done it at the end of the day, but this will be like an example of how, like, pros will just get nitty gritty with stuff and say, update the schemas using this file, this, and then just go off and do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
know what you are talking about.
Yeah, exactly. There you see, it's done it. Jesus Christ.
Cool.
So this is a file that we can actually just copy and paste into Supabase, and it will create all of these. This is code to tell the database what it needs to create.
Okay, cool.
We won't do that just yet. We'll follow Claude Code's instructions. Next steps. Now that the schema is ready, you can proceed with follow the setup guide, whatever. So, hang on. Follow the setup guide. PRD, create a Supabase project. So here we go. This is going to tell us now. So if you open that off screen and you follow this, then
so I have the project set up Google Auth because.
Okay, but have you got setup guide open in your off screen?
This is what I have.
Have you got setup guide open off screen? Okay, do that. Maybe not even open it off screen. I don't think it's got anything sensitive in it. Just open it.
Yeah. So where is setup guide? This one. Setup guide. So
cool. Part 1, create a database. So we've created a database, sign in with GitHub, create a new organization. We've done all that. Step 2, create a project, fill in name, database. You've done that presumably, right?
Yeah.
So we've done step 2.
Sign in, step 2. Get API credentials. This is what I have an issue with. Okay, let's see if I can do it off screen. So it says, go to project settings. So do we have a project settings? Non-public.
If you are watching on YouTube, give the video a like wherever you are. Really appreciate it if you're enjoying it. Let us know if you have any questions as well. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I'm monitoring everyone's chats right now. Yeah. Is it making sense? Is there anything, gone way over your head?
I have data API and API keys. I don't know which one I should go to.
Data and API keys. Do you want to send a screenshot of on Discord so I can look at it on Discord?
Yeah. So because step 3, we go to, it says click on API, but I think API keys are the keys that I already, okay, so I have the public API and the secret API, but in data API, it's still loading. Oh, data API should be what we need. So RESTful endpoint for querying and managing your database. That's a link that we need, right? That's the link that I need to add to .environment, right? I think so. Superbase URL, your Superbase URL here. I think so.
I'm going to log into Superbase my end and just follow along.
That's a good idea. So this is the tricky part, how to do it on stream.
And to be honest, I've actually, has he disappeared? No, I've just opened up Discord and no, he has disappeared. He has disappeared. That wasn't me. Yes. He'll be back in a second. I'm going to open up Superbase my end and just have a look at where we can find. All my projects are currently paused. Paused. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I am monitoring all the chats. I want to double check. Yeah, he has disappeared. Okay. So I'm on Superbase, example, boilerplates, which is what we started with, to see if we can get something, or give us some sort of clue. Oh, here he is. He's back.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry, it somehow crashed. So I think I have an idea how we can do it.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen, but we don't have to do this part on screen on the stream. You can help me to do it if we get on a call on Discord or somewhere else.
Well, most of the keys, I'm looking at what you need, and most of the keys are, abstracted. Like you can see just a few little bits of it, especially if you make your screen a little bit narrow. So why don't you do that? Well, actually, I'll tell you. It's under Settings, API keys.
Yeah.
And then you go Legacy and Non-Service Role API keys. There's 2 tabs that's underneath.
Yeah.
And then you should get the non-public and then the service role. You got those?
So should I use the published and secret API or legacy?
Legacy.
Legacy. Okay.
Yeah. this is how we would, we might ask Claude to like update or use some MCP to get up to date Supabase documentation. It's using old documentation to connect to Supabase when they've made some improvements. But we're okay using the legacy one for now. Wild Radio, tell Claude cough from me. I'm guessing that's it. Fuck off. Do you know? Oh, sorry.
But it's not. I'm not sure if I can, because it's not exactly matching what I have in my environment. That's why I think.
So you don't have an anon key in your environment variable?
I do have, but is it public always? Because I have two.
Yeah.
One is the white. One is the.
Yeah.
But do I paste it in both places?
Yeah.
Both places? Ah, okay.
Yeah. And you should have a service role as well.
Then I have service role. Yes. Reveal, copy. Okay.
And then what's remaining? Your URL, presumably.
The URL I have edited. Yeah.
Okay. What's left?
So just to make sure, the URL is the one that you have under data API, right? Go to data API.
Data API. I don't know what that means. Go to data API.
On your project settings.
Okay. Yeah. Data. Yeah, that's the URL. Yeah.
Okay.
That can be public.
What I have is environment value equals sample. You also mentioned you don't know what that is.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about that. We're just concerned with Supabase right now.
Okay, so what is remaining? Because I also have white Supabase URL. That's also the same, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then I guess I got all of that. White app URL, I don't need that. Right, yeah. I pressed save. That should have saved it. Let me double check.
With environment variables, we got the dev server started in that separate terminal window. You'll need to restart that for it to pick up the environment variables. We can set something up so we don't need to keep doing that, but in this instance, we probably do.
Okay, so it seems like I have everything.
Cool, excellent. Just make sure to not open that file. What does our setup guide tell us to do next?
Okay, so the setup guide, I closed the other one, so to not show anything. So I did these. Okay. Update .env file. But I did this. This was step 3, or what do I not understand?
Step 3 is copy the values.
Okay. Yeah. Setup. So we have it saved. Now let's go to set up Google Auth.
So to me, this looks like it's not using Supabase auth.
Because Supabase has its own.
Google directly. So if you can scroll down just a little bit, we're going to ask Claude Code to fix this, but if you just... Okay, no, so look, it says configure Supabase. So we need to, first of all, create auth in Google, and then we link that to Supabase. So it has taken that into account. So do you want to set that up real quick?
Yeah. I'm going to console.cloud.
I wonder what's running as well. What's currently actually running on your...
What do you mean?
I wonder what it looks like when you build your project. like visually.
Yeah. So let's do this. I'm pretty bad, not pretty bad. I'm like super bad with multitasking.
Yeah.
That's why I'm. So I need to create a new project. Yes. So it has. Okay, I have made the project. So just for people who might be interested, this is how it looks like.
Yeah, I think you can show this. I do think you can show this. There's nothing,
and then
crazy.
API and services. It says I have to go to. Yeah, API services library. And then search for Google API.
Yep. No. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
What is this exactly?
So this is just to enable interactions with Google services. So if you want to use Google Docs, Google Sheets, blah, blah, blah.
And what do we need here? Authentication, right?
No, we need Google API.
So this is where I'm a bit lost.
Double check that what you're looking for.
So it says search for Google Plus API.
Google Plus API.
What is this?
Hey.
Why do I need Google Plus?
I think it's just their socials.
Yeah, but do we need this?
Why don't you ask Claude?
Yeah, that makes sense. What should I ask? So in the setup guide, I can't, this is so annoying that I can't do ads. You mention Google Plus API. What is this for, and do we need it?
Yeah, if we just want Google login. I'm going to look on my end. I'm going to search Superbase, Google Auth, and I'm going to have a little look to see.
You actually don't need the Google Plus API for modern Google Auth. That's outdated information. Google Plus API is depreciated. Google shut down Google Plus in 2019. That's 7 years ago. Modern Google Auth authentication doesn't require enabling any special APIs. It works out of the box once you create OAuth credentials in Google Cloud
Perfect.
Console.
So you just skip ahead to what's now known as step 2 in your setup guide.
Yeah, but
scroll away, scroll up. There you go. What were you just about to say?
I was about to say if it has like changing the files, so I would read the file, but yeah, it's the same thing that is going to tell us to do. Just use OAuth consent screen. Where do I do this? So
go to your setup guide. No. Go to your setup guide. Yeah. Go to
it has already
2.
changed it. Yeah.
That's what that green and red thing is.
Yeah, I was looking if it has already finished or it's still working on it.
I think once you see the green and red, it's done.
Okay. So we go to Drinks app. Do we need to go to API and services? Not. Yeah. This is what it's asking us to do. Yeah. Choose external and get started. Drinks app. Okay, let's do this. Next, it's going to be external, right? Email. Just my public contact. Okay. Oh, so we are still creating branding. Create. Okay. I'm a bit okay, so I'm unsure. This is what we should do, right?
Well, what have you done on the list?
The steps were a bit different.
Okay.
Yeah, so if I go back.
Look, go to the setup guide. Okay, run me through what you've done.
So I did this, create, and these, and then save.
Yeah.
And continue, and then this is where we are at.
This is where we're at. Okay, back to setup guide. Click save and continue. Scopes. Skip this. Click save and continue. Test users. Email for testing. Click save and continue. Go back to dashboard. Okay, cool. What's confusing there?
So we don't have scopes.
But it says skip this.
Yeah. Okay. Add your email test users.
I think we can skip that. I think it's just a thing.
Okay.
So if you go to credentials, actually go back to the auth. Yeah. If you click the hamburger menu a sec, I don't know what, I can't see what you've clicked into. So API and services, and normally it's OAuth screen. Did you go into that? Oh no, credentials is Okay, so that's this one. So go back to the thing and go to credentials, because I saw credentials there. That's where it said. Cool. Now go back to setup.
Like create credentials.
Go back to setup.
Do you know
what you need to do next?
Create auth credentials. Go to services credential, create credential, auth client ID, web application. Yeah.
Now, I'll be honest, with all of this Google name, everything's got different names. I don't know why things would need different names. They always tend to be the name of the project.
Yeah.
Maybe you've in some instances you've got a front end, I don't know, but naming them, I just always name them the same.
Authorized redirect URLs. So I need to open that file again off screen, or no, actually
you can get it from your Superbase if it's not on a sensitive thing, but you can also get it from your Newbie.
That's what I'm trying to do. Project settings, data API. I don't think that URL is no, that URL is public. That's not sensitive, right?
Yeah, URL is public.
Yeah.
That's what people need to go to see that.
Exactly. So authorized redirect URLs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we add this.
Well, hang on. It's /auth/v1/callback.
Yeah. .co/ like this.
Yeah, and now you can actually copy the next one in, because I think your app serves at port 5,000, 51,000, right?
I don't know why it says this.
Why don't you open the terminal that's running your app?
This, right?
Yeah, and scroll up to when it first starts. There we go. Around here somewhere. 9,000. So it's actually not running on 51,000, it's running on 9,000.
What if we do both, by the way?
Then it will be authorized to redirect back on both ports. Like, I wouldn't see why you would just change 51,000 to 9,000.
Okay.
There you go.
And now we can press create.
Yeah. Right, now you want to go press create off screen.
Okay.
And then you should get a client secret and client ID. Because it looks like you need to paste those into Supabase.
To Supabase. Yeah, well, that's handling the authentication. Yeah. Configure Supabase. Go back to your Supabase, go to authentication providers. Yeah, okay. I see. So unfortunately, this is the part that I have to do alone.
I'm all alone. I'll tell you a story whilst you're doing that all alone.
Yeah.
So I have a little gadget. Where is it? It's over here. Get it. It's so satisfying. So satisfying. I got man points today. So I have this special gadget that allows me to change guitar settings by pressing these buttons. And it wasn't working when I put batteries in it. It was working through USB, but it wasn't working through batteries. And I noticed there was like green mush over the metal contacts. I was like, that looks like corrosion to me. That looks like battery corrosion. So I did a little Google search, did a little AI search actually, and it said put some white vinegar on that and it should fizz. And lo and behold, I put white vinegar on it, it fizzed. I'm putting this on electronic devices and then give it a wipe, and slowly but surely this blue stuff's coming off, burning off. It's very satisfying. And now it works. And I'm very chuffed for that. It's nice to feel like a man sometimes, you know? Nice to feel like you're useful. So that's my story for the day.
I'm sorry, I'm not interacting because
you can't do two things at once.
No, I can't. I'm like hyper focused type.
How are you going? Like, surely it was like a one-click thing. Are you on to step 5? Are you?
No, I'm actually like this. That like literally in the first step. I should show it. It says go to authentication providers, find Google and click expand, and it's not, we don't have that. Okay, I think it's under something else. Okay.
Yeah, well, no, I can see it. Go to auth on your left-hand side of the screen.
Yeah, I think I found it. It's under
configuration, sign-in providers.
Wait, what? Sign-in providers.
Bring it on the screen because it's safe to bring it on the screen. You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
And then you should see a big old list, and then halfway down should be Google.
Yeah, so we have client ID. Then we have client secret. Okay, does it say, okay.
And
it has like skip nonce checks and allow users without an email.
No, didn't say anything. No, didn't say anything. Look at your setup guide. Didn't say anything to do like that.
No.
So.
Okay, we're saving that. Okay, so we have Google enable. So by the way, this is like super cool. I see with Supabase. So if you use Supabase as your database, you can have all of these authentication methods just like with a few clicks, essentially, right?
So you might want to turn off email so that we only use Google.
No, like I think it's okay to have both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to click on email just in case, because you don't necessarily want people signing up. You want to be able to control the users. Sure. You don't want just random people signing up, right?
What do you mean?
You don't want random people signing up to your app, right? You only want certain people signing up.
No, just people who come over, right?
Exactly. So you don't want random people signing up.
No.
So maybe securing with change, prevent use of leaked passwords. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe there's another setting in the app that you prevent people signing up. We just want to put a thing to prevent people signing up.
Yeah.
For now. Anyway, URL configuration. That's where you need to go next. Just to speed it up a bit.
Yeah, I understand this is taking quite some time. So add site URLs.
So URL configuration.
I'm on configuration.
You're come off that. All right, URL configuration there, just under configure down.
Yeah.
There we go. Now you want to make, what was it, 9,000?
Yeah, but why does it say 5,100?
Don't worry, it's just documentation. I wouldn't worry about it.
So should I do
9,000?
9,000. Okay. We do 9,000. Yeah. Save changes. Scroll to redirect URLs and so we need this, right? Correctly? Yeah.
Hey, click add URL.
And we do //
//
Yeah. So I know what one star is. What is stars?
Don't know.
Okay.
Cool.
So
anything else? Verify database setup. Okay, so here we go. Here we get that SQL file.
This one?
Yeah. So if you copy all of that.
We copy all of that. So it says click new query in SQL editor. Go to SQL editor. Is that this? No.
It's literally below it.
Below.
Literally right there.
Yeah.
Paste it in. And then click run. And
okay.
Fucking hope for the best.
So this is like going to grammatically create this.
Done.
And if I go here, or where? Oh, it's here. Like everything is created.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is cool. Okay, this is super cool. Well, if you wouldn't tell me, I would be so lost in somewhere like this.
But it says right there.
It says
like,
it, yeah.
People will be screaming at the screen right now. It says right there.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
So all you've got to do is be a bit more patient and just read things.
I am not. Yeah, I see. Another thing is, how did we? Okay, so just a short pause. How did we get to a point that we have this complete setup guide? Did we ask Claude to give us?
Claude
yeah, I know. But like, did we ask for it? No.
No.
It was mindful and nice, and
it was mindful.
It knew that I will fuck up if I don't.
It was mindful and nice, and it knew that you wouldn't fuck up or would fuck up.
Okay, cool.
So we've done that. We've done step 2 of part 3. Create test admin user. So we've got to go back into the SQL editor and then copy that code. So you want to copy everything inside of the ticks. So this is Markdown telling you this is code and formatting of SQL, but we don't want all that.
So we go back here.
Replace it all or create a new one.
Like, can I do this and then run?
Cool.
Oh, nice.
That's good. So this might be how you create users, but you can manage all your users like through this interface. This might be a better way. Or we could build a UI in the CMS and be able to add new users. I think this is a cleaner way of doing it, to be honest.
This is clean. This is super clean.
Right. So what did we just do then? Do you want to go back to the setup and see what we just did? Start the app and sign in. So, okay, it's telling us that we can start the app.
So
do you want to copy that into Claude?
Like this?
Go on in. Let's see.
Should I clear?
Because I want to. No, I want to. What step did we get up to in the doc, in the setup doc? So we are at step 3
in part 3.
In part 3. So tell it that. Tell it we're at step 3 in part 3.
Step 3 part.
Oh, in fact, what am I talking about? Just open up a new Claude session. Or you've got a new Claude session. Just do it there.
Yeah, I do have another. Well, where is it? It's here.
Perfect. Just give it the error.
Nothing else?
That should be fine. That should be fine. It should know.
It knows what to do. Yeah, okay. So what is this? Why do we have a Tailwind issue?
Just it probably didn't install it correctly or sort it out correctly. I mean, you know, what do I know?
Okay.
Enjoying your cocktail there, buddy?
Yeah. You want one? You gotta sign up.
What's Claude Code doing? Why are you showing us a blank screen here?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's hopefully going to move over to Tailwind v4, which should be good. That's good, yeah.
Okay.
So this is the learning mode that we set up. It gives you all this insight. It tells you loads more rather than just saying, great, I've done it. You know. So now either maybe check your server. You might need to restart your server.
Should I do Control C and?
It does say restarted, but yeah, Control C and then npm run dev. Or you can just press up. If you delete that.
Yeah. It's copying the yeah.
Hopefully we'll see something now. There we go. Great. This looks amazing. Welcome to Cocktail Bar. Here we go. So we've got something. Continue with Google.
Why is this so big?
Why is it so bad? We'll have to sort this out. But let's there we go. So if you would that's the point. Because we created a user with Google, you don't want to do it with Google, do you? You want to create it with username and password. So this is something we need to sort out. So because we created the test user, didn't we?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We did.
Where do
Go
I
to the
see
setup. Go to the setup guide. Look, step 3. Create a test admin user.
This is what we did.
In profiles. So if you go to profiles, no. Profiles on the left-hand side there. There we go. Give it a refresh. Huh, that's funny. It's not in there. What about the refresh icon on the top right? Oh, hang on. This is like, why are there 2 windows open? We'll start.
Okay, let's close all of these. So profiles. There's nothing.
Strange. There's a refresh button on the right-hand side. Just
this.
Maybe. Nothing to. Go back to the SQL editor. Update profile. Set is true where email.
Should I?
Maybe, yes. Maybe we need to create that user first.
Should I add my email here?
No. Go back to your setup guide. So it's updating where that email exists, but that email doesn't exist anywhere in the database, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So we need to create a user in the profiles database. So if you copy your email at gmail.com and then go to the tables, go to the databases, and then profiles, and then just add insert. There we go. And then insert row. ID is fine. We can leave that email, set that to what you've just pasted, or copied rather. And then is admin, just set that to true. We're just going to do it manually.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, save that. Now, the thing is, we have not accounted for null where column ID relation of profiles. What's going on here? I hate Superbase's UI sometimes. Like, it doesn't give us enough thing. Like, it needs to. If you click save again, I'm trying to read it.
While you do this, we're building a drink app, like a order and management for like a bar. Okay, so do you know what this is?
Click save again. ID relation of profiles. Detail. No. So we might need to create a user in the auth thing and then link it with the UID.
How do I do that?
Click away, discard, and then go to auth on the left-hand side. Authentication, sorry, not auth, authentication.
Authentications.
Add user. Create new user. This might be how you create users for you people, right? So yeah, just create a user, give it a password.
Like this would be me, right?
This is just test. You can do one for you if you want. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, you could just paste because we copied it, but yeah. And then create a password for it.
I hate that this is not working. It doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
The create password. Anyway, I'm gonna use a different password. Create user. Yeah. Not now. Okay, so we have the user.
Okay. Now copy that UUID.
Yeah.
And then go to profiles.
And here we create an.
Yeah. And now paste that there. Yeah. And now test
the email.
Yeah.
So we create an authenticated user first and then a profile.
Yeah.
It's kind of like two separate things.
Yeah. And make it an admin.
Yeah.
And then save that. Should work.
Okay, now I
there
get it. Yeah, nice.
Cool. Let's go back to the server instructions again. And scroll up to Supabase, find your email update, run update, blah, blah, blah. We've done that. Okay. So the thing is, so we've got a user. Oh, yeah, go on. How will this work? Because we need a username and password field with the username and password you've just created. It looks like there's been a bit of funny business going on here because you need a Google, like,
auth.
Maybe try and just sign up. Just try and sign up with Google in the app with your email. This is not the final UI. It's close to the final UI, but this is not the final UI, just to let you know, guys.
So sign in with Google, right?
Mm-hmm. And just sign in with your normal stuff.
Let's sign in with this.
See what it does, right? We should be able to go into super beautiful.
Nice.
This is looking amazing. Now go into Supabase and make you an admin.
Oh, nice. It is here. Can
go
I
make
change
you an
it
admin.
from? True. Yeah.
Now refresh the app. See if it gives you something different. Okay, it looks different, so that's a good start. There's something different going on. But maybe cocktail bar. Is that new? Order status. Okay, cool. Fine. Okay, so we've got auth working, right? Your app is now logging in. Just looks like shit. I wish it looked a bit nicer. And again, this is out of the box. Like Replit will make it look amazing, but you know, this is something.
I thought that we would have some CSS, but it seems like we have nothing.
That's actually a point. So now, what's happening on that Tailwind thing? It looks like Tailwind is not loading.
Maybe.
There might be a bunch there. So go check on Claude with our Tailwind.
Do we have here anything in the...
No, go to our Tailwind thing. Because it looks like Tailwind is... Classes are there, but it's not. So this is fine. Do you want to... When did we rerun our server? Do we need to rerun our server after these Tailwind updates?
Let's do it.
Otherwise, we might just need to figure out this Tailwind thing. Yeah, Tailwind is definitely not loading. So let's get that working and figure that out. It should now be, and you are, this is not, I mean, to be fair, I'm puppeteering you right now, so it's not a surprise that Tailwind is not fucking working for you right now.
Yeah.
But let's just go, tell Claude that Tailwind is no longer, it's still not working.
Here.
In here, yeah.
Tailwind is
not loading. Classes are there, but it's not loading or something like this. What I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to off screen, just look at Tailwind's documentation because it's a piece of piss to install. It's not hard. So there's just something somewhere.
All right, so got this. Don says hello from Germany.
Hey Don, how's it going? So that's okay. That looks good. That's what
I see things are happening in the background. Oh,
there we go.
Nice. No, it is nice. Yes.
Claude, you didn't let us down. Yes. We've hit a milestone. Go
Such a huge difference, by the way. This is quite big. Like just this little thing. Yeah, this is much
menu.
better.
Go to the menu.
Yeah. So
I want to see your because there is a menu somewhere that allows you to.
Yeah, I know what you are saying. Like
should we
profile.
Should we add a way for us to log? Or go on.
I noticed something strange. Like if I set this to false. And then go back here. Let's reload. I still don't see it. Like previously, I could see my image.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe it is cached or no, it's not cached here.
Let's try and get something. Just do something fun. Let's get something going and whatever, right? So that's what I was going to say. Actually, let's give us a way to log out before we move on to the next phase of the task. So, what I think we should do in this Tailwind session. Clear it. Get a new context going on. Yeah, make yourself an announcement. We're going to come back to that. Okay. So in your Tailwind session.
Wait.
This is fine. It's just going to
peak.
It's going to kill it. It's going to kill the service. So this is fine. Now restart your server. Just click no. We're good. It's working. All good. New.
So we clear, right?
Yeah. Right. We're going to tell it that we cannot see a way to log out. I would be tempted here to open up our project in Cursor or look at the code structure in the Finder or something. Understand, because we saw when we first logged in, there was a little icon of you and whatever. So the HTML is there somewhere about this header thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it would be nice to give Claude a bit more indication of what we're trying to talk about here. While we're going to tell it to show that icon, your name, and then add a login thing to it. So did you want to, let's see what's going on here. So to break this down, don't click that .env file. Source is where all of our files pretty much live. If you click source, you've got all this stuff. I would probably move server. If you open up server a second, I'd probably move server to a separate folder. This is just my way of doing it, but whatever.
Okay.
Let's have a little look. Pages. If you go pages and go index. So this would be the login page.
Okay.
Maybe
makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm trying to pick apart, understand the code a little bit. So that's just loading. Stores, styles, test typings, utils, public. Try looking in menu, the folder menu, and then index. So this is the menu page. So guest layout. So there's the guest layout, components guest layout.
Where is that?
Or I think you can alt click the file inside of Cursor and it will just go through to the file. Well, you've got the URL there. So command click on that.
Command click on here. Okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
So we've got a main. So there is a header. And I can see it there in layout.
Yeah.
So do you want to open that file?
Like this?
Cool. So I think this will be the file where that image was, where all that stuff, profile name, I can see it all there.
It says sign out, but we
it's all got this. Okay, perfect. So now let's link to this header file inside of our Claude prompt.
How do we do this?
You're gonna have to get your @ thing going on.
I see.
Do one thing for me. Do one thing for me. Press escape. Yeah. Press Control S. Inside of terminal. Yep. So what it's done is it's just stashed our message.
Yeah.
You can get back to that in a bit. Nice way to kind of keep that. Type /terminal setup. or /terminal. Yeah, there it is. Press tab and enter. There we go. Configured terminal, use option C of meta key, switch to visual bell. Okay, that's cool. Option enter will enter a new line. You must restart terminal app to make changes. So, yeah, maybe we'll do it this one time, copy and paste the @ symbol, but we'll have to restart the terminal. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, it doesn't let me do it normally anyway. Copy it. Here we paste it.
And it was header with capital H. There we go. Tab.
Yeah.
To log out. We don't. You might also mention that we don't see any user information either. See if Claude can sort us out there.
Okay. Let's see. So it will edit this file.
Yep, hopefully. If it deems that's the one. I'm looking at comments here. Hey, from Germany. Will this live be in your video section so that it can watch later? Absolutely, yeah. We won't hide this. It will be, yeah. I don't know which.
I know I'm going to watch it again because there were quite a few things. Actually, I'm going to take the script and ask an AI for the things that I want to, because I learned quite a few things.
Do you want to whack up Claude code to see what's doing?
What's
going on?
Yeah. So as this is doing its thing, I bet people would like question it, as they did at the very start of the video. Why are we using Claude Code and not just, Opus here within Cursor?
We could do that. Up to you.
What's Claude Code, by the way? I'm new to this.
So let's backtrack a little bit. What's your familiarity with creating websites? Where are you coming from? Let us know.
You're asking our audience, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got to let us know where you're coming from, so we know how to approach the answer to this question. Whilst you're doing that, let's go through it. It should now display. Oh, perfect. There we go. So the image is a bit messed up. Do you want to sort out that image?
Sign out works.
Nice.
By the way, we now have a much nicer, more presentable.
Made for your next party.
And this icon, by the way, it's just okay. It's fine. I'm not. Oh.
There we go.
Wait, why is this different?
I'm guessing it just maybe kicked it into gear or something. Just needed a refresh or whatever.
Yeah.
But, something's buggered there.
Orders doesn't.
Suppose there's no orders.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be, but still we should see something. No, cool. Even QR code is not working.
So do you want to fix that image real quick?
Yeah.
Do one thing for me. Press Command-Shift-4 and then take a screenshot whilst holding Control over Kavaza.
I'm holding Control over here.
Command-Shift-4.
Yeah.
We want to basically, I want to get you to take a screenshot of that section. Is it 3 or 4?
Maybe it is 3. No, I have a clean shot. So
okay, yeah. So now, whilst you do that, hold Control right now, and then let go of your mouse.
No, I'm using something else. So
okay,
anyway.
So as long as it copies to your clipboard.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the clipboard thing. I have to drag it in. Yeah. I have it like this. It's Clean Shot X. I'm really happy with it.
No.
Yeah.
Let's teach people how you can do things, right?
Okay.
Press up, right? Press up. Backspace to remove.
Okay. So
do your screenshot as you just did. Draw it. Don't let go. Hold Control and then let go of your mouse. Go to Claude Code. paste, Command V.
It doesn't work because I can't paste to my from my clipboard. I can't paste to my terminal. I have to drag and drop it.
So something's wrong here, because you should be able to hold control when you do the screenshot. When you hold control, it should copy that image to your clipboard.
It is, but I'm using.
I know what you're using. I know what you're using. Are you holding control and then you're letting go of the mouse while still holding control?
Yeah.
Okay, that's odd. It should copy to your clipboard.
It is in my clipboard. Like if I check.
But why is it pasting into?
It doesn't. So my terminal doesn't let anything to be pasted into it.
Why is that?
I don't know. Last night I checked.
Try Control V. Try Control V.
Doesn't work.
Interesting, because I did see if you press question mark.
Question mark.
And here it says Command V to paste images. Okay, so it does say Command. Mine says Control for some reason. That's probably.
Yeah, I do Command.
Okay, cool. All right, drag it in, whatever. But on anyone else's computer, if you take a little screenshot like that and hold Control, it will just copy to your clipboard, and then we can whatever. Just give it that. Fuck it.
I do this to be honest. Like I do it, and it knows what to do. Like,
it does know. It does.
Typically, it knows.
If it doesn't, we'll sort it out. But I just want to show the range at which we can interact with Claude. Amaresh, we're still waiting for your insight into where you're coming from. So what did it say?
It says it should be working, but it's not. Avatar URL in your profile exists, but the URL isn't loading properly.
Avatar URL. So it might be something. Would you like me to fall back? Yes, add a fallback. Go for it. I think there's probably something we need to fix in terms of adding the avatar URL or something.
Yeah.
You could say this is a Google login. So maybe there's something it can do there. So maybe add that to it. So you could actually give it a prompt right now and it will consider it. So just say this is a Google login. So add that as take this into consideration. This is it adding a fallback.
Armash is saying, I'm from India and I'm just curious what's happening here. Is Claude like an AI tool or something that helps with making coding easy?
Yes.
Yeah. So yes to all of that. So
it's an AI tool that makes coding easy.
Or it does like full-on coding for you, but
you interact with it through the CLI like you're seeing right now, right?
Yeah.
So we're building a website using Claude Code through natural language prompts, letting the AI do the hard work for us, hence making it easy. Yeah, sorry, did you hear what I said, or were you encapsulated by the the comment?
I'm a bit unsure what I should do now, and why did we break the app?
Right. So I built an avatar. Read what it says. I built an avatar component that displays a user profile images with an automatic fallback system. When the image fails to load, like your broken Google avatar, it shows the user's initial color. So it actually is taken into account that this is a Google avatar.
Yeah.
Your task. So why is it doing this? I reckon this could be the learning thing that's getting us to do bits and bobs all the time.
Yeah, it's quite funny. Yeah, it is.
So why don't you just copy that into the prompt?
Why don't I say your task and I'm like, reverse
your task. Yeah. Just get to that. We'll change the thing because I've never had this. You might like this. I don't know whether you like it.
No, actually I do. Like if I would be sitting here and not like 100 people watching, I'd be like, okay, let me figure this out.
Yeah.
But cool. Armash, as you see that we are like doing the chatting that usually you do with ChatGPT or whatever, we do it like in the CLI, in the command line, and it's the same thing. It's really the same thing. It's just tiny, but it can interact with the computer. It can do things on my computer.
Yeah, it's really trying to get you to do this. Just say, please, can you do it? And then we'll switch this bloody thing off. It does say, or if you'd like me to complete this part for you instead. So yeah, I have a feeling it's doing this to help you learn, which is amazing.
I know what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. This is, yeah. I had this in my initial chat with ChatGPT. So now I remember. Maybe we should have a look at that plan file, because it probably has a second part that says extra for learning, something like that. Anyway, so this is now working.
Great. Amazing. Cool. I think let's move on to the next phase.
What is the next phase? The plan.
The plan. So you're talking about if you go PRD.
Where is it?
In fact, actually, click into your code. Click into your actual code.
What do you mean, my actual code? Where?
Just the code that's in front of you. Click.
Yeah.
Yep. Now press Command P.
Command P.
And then type PRD / setup guide. There we go. You press enter.
Oh, nice. Nice.
You just press enter.
So what did we do? Command P is search.
Command P, yeah. You can do actions. Command P is actions, not search. So
okay.
So we've done most of this, haven't we? Where did we get to?
Yeah, we got this. We got this. We got this.
Test user. Enable real time. Okay. So let's do. Well, yeah, go on. Let's do this, and then we'll move on.
So go to database replication. Find orders. So database replications, and then what? Find the orders table, toggle the switch to enable replication.
So request. Okay, so this is a new feature I think we're dealing with right now. So request alpha access, and then let's here we go. Maybe we should just use Socket.io. Should we do that? Just use Socket.io, or are you going to try and do this?
I could try to do this.
See, I don't know what all this is.
Requesting early access. I think it's going to be this one.
Try it.
No.
Yeah. No idea. Maybe we should just use Socket.io.
So, yeah.
We could ask it to do it.
Oh, no. It is here. Wait.
This is database. This is database, not real time.
Go to database and then replication.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't see it. What are we trying to do here? We are trying to do real time. So this means that the user doesn't need to reload the page or something like that?
No, this is the live order updates. It says in the title.
Yeah.
Enable real time for live order updates.
But this, yeah. Okay, so this is without the need for the user to reload their page.
Yeah.
If we don't add it, it means the user has to reload the page in order to see if something has changed?
Presumably, I don't know. I can't know from this how it's what it's actually implementing and all that sort of.
Okay.
So, go back to setup guide. What's part 5 on about? So it's asking us to check loads of that error, continue with Google. Google OAuth successfully signs in, profile in the menu, sign out work, sign in again, make yourself admin, should direct to admin. So we could just test that. We could test whether if you make yourself not an admin, how does that impact the UI? Did you already do that?
No. So let's change that
and see what it does. See how it changes the UI, because you should be able to, as an admin, what should you be able to do? Dashboard or drinks? You should be able to access drinks as an admin, right? And customizations and things like that. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's done anything, but we can address that. I think it's nice just to have a UI. Maybe we can even feed back to it now. That there's no change between admins. There's no difference between admins.
Well, the tag changes. The tag. That changes.
But that's not really fundamental to the app, is it?
No,
it's not. So, so what are we saying here? How can we correct this step?
So if you're not an admin, you should still see your orders, right?
Your own orders, yeah?
Your own order, yeah.
Fine. So orders will remain.
Yeah.
Drinks?
I don't know what dashboard means, by the way. This is for admin.
Yeah.
Like if a user is not an admin, they should see the menu, which is like the drinks menu or like whatever inventory, which is like drinks.
So okay. So form that into a prompt. So this is why I like building in this way, because you play scenarios in your head. You think from a user perspective a lot more, where you think, well, blah blah blah, you should do this, you should do that. So let's build that into a prompt. Let's make sure we get this sorted.
Okay. First. Should we do it here or in the other session? It doesn't matter, right?
I would do it in the other session, because we've just been fixing things in this session, so we can do it in the other one. So yeah, let's just delete that and tell it kind of what we just told it. Like, as an admins and non-admins see the same UI, pretty much. And then you might want to, what was it, to add a new line? You might want to give it a list of your user instructions. So whatever it is.
Yeah.
Was it control and enter or something? Let's tell it what we want it to.
Because I'm trying to see what is the use of a dashboard for a non-admin.
Okay.
And a non-admin could see the status in the dashboard.
Yeah, their current orders.
Yeah, maybe. And then the admin can see the list of the orders.
Yeah.
What
about drinks? Oh, go on, write that in then.
Well, we don't know if this is like planned or not. Should I add it anyway?
Good point, but let's just add it, and Claude will figure it out later on.
So typically, I would say, what is the plan? I would ask it. Okay. Like based on the code. Can I do it concurrently? No.
Why don't you just add it as part of this thing, right? Maybe go into plan mode. Tell it what you want, and then ask it, is this in the plan. If not, let's do it now. So. I would be more focused on seeing this left-hand menu change, to be honest. I think you're starting to
I'm
really
going to
get into the functionality of the app when it's like we're just trying to get something loaded here.
Yeah.
And for me to feel comfortable about progressing, I at least just want to see things hiding and showing that left, and then we can figure out what it's like.
And then I would say,
not already in the code. I would say, is this already in the plan? Is this and then link to that implementation plan file?
Yeah. Should we mention that when we click the other things, everything is empty?
Is there any errors in the console? Might as well. It will probably take 2 seconds to fix it. So click on orders. No admin. There we go. No routes matched admin orders. So I think it's because you're an admin, those pages. If you weren't an admin, I think you would see those pages.
No, I did this. I couldn't still see it. And I should be able to.
And so make yourself a regular user and click those pages.
Oops. I think I just showed something I shouldn't. My Google Auth. Anyway. We'll see.
So I'm not admin. And now what does it say in the console when you click? So it is still going. So that's the error there. So first of all, non-admin users are going to admin routes. So I would copy that.
This?
Yeah. And then go into Claude Code. Create a few new lines. Forgotten how you do that. Was it control and?
It was control enter. Doesn't work. Yeah.
Maybe in the other session, maybe press /terminal setup. I think it tells you in there.
It's not. It's option enter.
Cool. There we go. Yeah. Just say something like we get the below error when we navigate to the orders page, and in brackets any of the other pages, similar to any of the other pages or something. Even non-admins.
Even non-admins.
I think that's enough to kind of give it some sort of indication. Now, with errors and things like this, if you go to the beginning of the line, you can do that, I think, with control or option or no, command left. Something like this.
Left.
Where did that go now?
No.
Or control left. I want to get you to the or option left. Okay, that's a faster way anyway. That's fast. So enter a new line. No, go to the beginning. So what I want to do is I want to wrap this in code. This is something I do quite a lot when I'm giving it errors. Where are you?
How can I go?
Press up.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Now press down to where it says no routes. Yeah. Now I do. Do you know the ticks? It's I don't know what keyboard you're on, but do you know the back? Yeah, there we go. Now I'd enter a new line. and then under that put some ticks as well at the end. Yeah.
How many?
3. I don't know why. I just like to separate this out like this. This is just.
Why does it do this?
I think that's your Mac. I think that's your Mac doing automatic ticking. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I don't think it matters too much.
Yeah. But, okay.
Put that onto a new line. And
the ticks.
Yeah, the ticks.
Okay.
Just something I do. Maybe put a 4th tick.
Why does it do this?
Oh my god. I reckon you've got some weird, and then delete the first. You've got to go into, yeah, there we go. There we go. It's weird how it goes back. Anyway, press enter. Let's see if it can just figure it out.
I did press enter and it didn't work first.
I heard.
Yeah. Okay. As it does this, I do need to, the nature is calling. I need like 20 seconds.
The nature. All right, cool. I'll check around to see if there's any comments and stuff. But I'm trying to think how we move on to something a bit more fast-paced now and start to see some, I guess some actual usage. 96% of your session limit resets at 10 p.m. What time is it now? Oof. 97%. You might have to upgrade. Just checking for comments and stuff. No. So I reckon we just get this. This is just how I like to do it. Like I know we're going to be digging into each of the sections later. I just want to see some sort of functionality to show that we understand the difference between admins and non-admins. I suppose we could have just been happy with the pill at the top. Oh, he's hit his. He's only on the pro plan, bearing in mind. Like the max plan, the $100 max plan, I've never hit this limit. So everyone's different, obviously. But yeah, we could have been happy with the pill and moved on. But there's just something about dealing with what we're seeing right now in the moment and then moving on. So we go to the menu, navigate to via bottom nav, all links work, no routes matched, order tab, placeholder. Placeholders are fine. Okay, this is verifying. So it's sorting out the orders, which is cool. Future phases is drink management. Could admin only links to implement actual order. Cool. Okay. Mate.
This is horrible. I just saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to cough up the cash or what?
I don't know. When is the
10 p.m.
Oh, 10 p.m. man. Yeah.
Well,
we've been live for 3 hours. I do think I'm going to upgrade. I don't know if I should upgrade right now, but I do need to eventually upgrade because I can't work. Like I'm hitting this limit constantly.
Yeah. I'm thinking, do we jump over to Cursor?
We could do that, yeah.
Because I don't necessarily think that we're going to get like Claude Code. We're not really using Claude Code to its maximum potential right now. Okay. I think we could get away with Cursor for a bit, and then once we start to introduce more of Claude Code, what's unique to Claude Code, it could be,
what is that, by the way? Like what is that?
It's just writing what is what?
Like the features that you would use, or like what you feel
like slash commands, rules, obviously opus. and Sonnet, which you already have here. Like,
yeah,
a lot of it does come down to personal preference on how you like to work.
yeah.
And I just like Claude. I think it's the best models, and the best way to use Claude models is through. I'd go through thousands if I did it through Cursor. I don't like really any other model. I've used them; they're okay, but I don't necessarily like them. So, if you like using GPT Codex or whatever, you might opt to use Cursor or another model. You might opt to use Cursor, but because I like using Claude models, naturally, I might as well pay for Claude Code.
I also have Codex, by the way, here.
Yeah. Do you pay for Codex?
No, I think it's just from my API or something. I don't know how I set it up.
So let's try and finish off what we started. If you go back to Claude Code and then find out what this is this a file that it's created? Scroll up. This is an edit of a file, and we need to find out what file. Upgraded plan. So what? Let me update the plan file. Reading plan file. So do you want to? I wonder if Giggly Dreamy Hennessy, which you can see just at the top of the screen right now, whether this is the file that it's it's an internal thing.
Yeah.
You might. Do you want to upgrade?
Should I upgrade or should I give this to Cursor and say continue?
Okay. Yes. Order this file. Open this file. Do you know how to open it?
No. This file?
Yeah. So copy that URL. No. With the squiggly bit. Everything inside. Yep. Copy that. And then inside of your terminal, a new one. Just Command N would be fine. Type cat. As in the animal.
Yeah.
Space and then paste. It's going to give us the contents of that file.
I just enter?
Yep. And scroll down. So it really did stop. Did it finish this file, do you reckon? Copy that. Just copy that. And then maybe give this to Codex or Cursor.
And say what?
Follow this. Do this. You can use Sonnet.
Max mode?
I've never turned on max mode. See if it can sort out for us.
Yeah.
Pick up where Claude left off. It did look like a lot of the stuff we were talking about is going to do in a later plan. So maybe we can just, I think it's just going to sort out the orders dashboard linked page or something.
So right now we are essentially just like looking at the issues and trying to fix them one by one.
Well,
is that like how you spend most of the time?
Well, we haven't really fixed any particular issue. We kind of gave it a couple of things to deal with, and it's picked it apart and made a plan for that. One of those being the links. What was the other one? It was more of a UX thing, wasn't it? What should happen? So profile is admin. They've oh no, I don't know. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so it's reading setup, which is good.
Oh, it opened it here. I sometimes have issues like trying to get the browser open here.
Nice. It's done.
I don't know. Is there a way to get the browser? Like I don't know if I close it. I don't want to close it.
But this is still running in, what you call it, isn't it? This is still running in your browser, your actual browser.
Oh, man.
So what I want to do is, it's still running in your browser. You don't need to do this. You don't need to.
Yeah.
So what I want to do.
See, this is like going back between this and the other one.
Press refresh. Press refresh. Refresh the page. Maybe it's because the dev thing's open on the side. So what I want to do is, if we close that, I kind of just want to wrap up phase 1 and make sure that MD file is up to date so we can pick it up in a new session. That's kind of what I want to do right now. Hopefully this is doing its thing. Made and status, whatever. And I think we're seeing something to that effect, aren't we? It's done. What users see now? Login, menu page, order tab, personal order, whatever. And then admin, order, see order details. Do you want to check it to see if it works kind of loosely, roughly as we wanted it to? I suppose we can't see the side menu's now just been moved to the bottom, isn't it? Maybe this is because this is, oh, okay, I've got it. This is what users see when they're on their phone, right? They don't see a sidebar because they're going to be on their phone. Maybe when you're an admin, you will see the sidebar. Maybe that's what it is.
Well, I did change that previously, and it was still sidebar. Anyway, maybe so now we're an admin.
Refresh or something like it's, I don't know.
Could it be something?
What's order? What's under order? Okay, so this has changed. This has changed. So cool. We can sort out the sidebar, and maybe that's not what you want because maybe it's all going to be on your phone, right?
I'm fine. Like I'm not worried about the looks of it because that's the easiest to get right. No,
I'm not talking about the looks either. I'm talking about just the. Well, I guess I am in some ways. I'm talking about the side nav. Where the hell this side nav has gone? I don't think you're not going to be using this on your computer, are you? Anyway, you're always going to be on your phone with this app.
My phone and my iPad. So people will use it on their phone, and I will use it on my iPad.
You're probably not going to want to have a sidebar, right?
No, this is fine. This is completely fine. Yeah.
Cool. Let's wrap up then things. We want to try and get these MD files cleaned up and whatever.
Yeah.
So I believe we have finished phase 1.
How can we? Yeah.
So let's have a look through all these these MD files and find out what one's doing what. So we've got this cocktail ordering. This is the PRD. This is the original OG PRD. So we can leave this as it is.
See, this is what was causing it giving me tasks, I believe.
Sure.
Should I remove it?
Yeah, go for it. Why not? Not really concerned with that right now. Okay, cool. Save that. Cool. Implementation summary. Completed unified dashboard UI. So this is okay. So this is basically phase 1. Oh no, this is implementation.
Yeah,
and then we've got phase 1 summary. I'm looking.
Oh yeah, ready for phase 2 development, but phase 1 is not completed. No, it is, isn't it?
I think this was literally just created.
Yeah, it is because it's asking me.
So I think we can delete this. I think we can remove this file.
Like entirely?
Yeah, just get rid of it. I just want to clean all these up and just try and
Yeah.
keep track. Otherwise, we're going to have tons and tons of MD files. What's implementation plan? I think we can leave this too, because you've got the PR. Yes, this is our progress tracker. This is the whatever.
Yeah.
What does phase 1 summary? What's been done? Do you want to scroll down? See if there's anything that's not been done on this phase 1. What's pending? Here we go. Database schema, we've done that. Project setup, we've done that. Google, we've done that. Schema, we've done that. Session checklist. Before starting phase 2, complete. So add RLS policies and for guests and admin. So first of all, in a new chat window in Cursor, let's say, just first of all, we've yet to set up RLS policies, because what I want to do is move things that we need, because I want to delete this file. I just want to move
policies.
RLS policies. Just leave that as it is. Because what I want to do, I want to delete this phase 1 summary file, but I want to move what we still need to do into phase 2. Create helper functions, enable real-time updates. We haven't done create helper functions, right?
I don't know what that is. No, I believe. What is helper?
Well, look. So, if you go to step 1, I'm reading through each item. Hang on. No. Stop. I'm reading through each item in step 1. Complete PRD. We've done that. Add RLS policies for guests and admins. We haven't done that, so we've moved it up to the top right.
Yeah.
Next one. Create helper functions is admin and timestamp triggers. I don't think we've done that, because this is a human task. You see next to database schema, it says human task. We haven't done that. So I would say we probably haven't created helper functions for isAdmin and timestamp. So I'd move that up into our prompt on the top right. Because again, I just want to move these into phase 2 because I want to delete this file.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to clean everything up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
totally makes sense. Yeah.
Enable real-time orders on table, right? We've sort of started to do that. Maybe you want to say we still need to confirm real-time orders. Cool. Superbase setup. We're back onto the code now. We're back into the thing. Superbase setup. We've done that. Google OAuth setup. We've done all that.
Yeah.
Schema migration. We've done all that.
Yeah.
Testing. We've pretty much done all that.
Yeah.
Phase 2 preview. Don't need to worry about that. File structure created. Whatever. Key learnings. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I reckon we can delete this phase 1 summary now. And we're going to complete this prompt at the top right. We're going to complete. Cool.
What is this?
Do you want to check it real quick? Yeah. I think we can delete the setup guide. You're going way too fast for me, so I can't read what's going on.
Yeah, I was trying to see how long it is and what it has.
Changes made. Okay, so this is just a report on what it's just done as well. It's another kind of report that looks at things. So I think we can just delete this as well. It's just for your information.
Okay.
Nice.
Now
cool. Let's finish this prompt. And basically, I want to say we're ready to move on to. If you create a few new lines after all this,
like before it.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd say something like, what do you think?
We are ready to move on to phase 2, but we have these tasks to also be added to phase 2.
Yeah, perfect.
To move
and I would mention
phase 2.
I would mention the implementation plan MD.
implementation plan MD. Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
that's good.
we ask it to make sure they are added.
Yeah, and update the implementation plan. Okay. Hopefully, we should see we'll set that off. Yeah, and if you open implementation plan, hopefully we'll see progress tracker updated. That's what I'm kind of looking for.
Yeah,
maybe some text added to phase 2. Drinks orders. I thought we'd done all the database stuff, to be honest, but there you go.
Yeah. I was thinking, because it looks like setting up
what will happen is when we add that to Superbase, it will just like say can't add it, complaining, like whatever, cool. That's it, added to phase 2. Storage as well.
The real time and the RLS.
RLS is just
what is RLS?
Security, row level security. So prevents me being able to edit another user's thing. I need to be logged in, and I can only edit my own things that you enable. I shouldn't be able to edit my name. I shouldn't be able to edit my role. I should only be able to edit my favorites.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I think it's done that now.
Yeah. By the way, we have a perfect comment. Hey, I'm trying to get into AI coding as a beginner, but I have no clue where to start or how to get everything set up, like GitHub, or how to get started with coding and what to code. And this is perfect, because this is exactly why we are doing this. I had this idea. By the way, we have over 100 viewers. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I had this idea. I make drinks for my friends when they come by. Like, okay, let me actually show it off. Fancy drinks for my friends when they come by. And I thought, why not, for fun, and also to learn, to make an app so they can order drinks, they can favorite their drinks that they have gotten from me, and I can like manage who gets what and in what order. And also, I want to learn a bit more about like making drinks, so I can have a list of everything. So perfect opportunity. I'm doing like getting myself into AI coding. Sam has been doing it for quite some time. So now we're bringing all of this together. Ideas, beginner being me and a pro being Sam, doing this all, in these, like, I assume it will be a series, because we need to get more things done. But yeah, today we had like 3 hours, over like 3.5 hours of going through a lot of things. I know I'm going to like revisit a bunch of these things, and we need to yet figure out when is the next session. And
if you are this far and you have things that we can apply to the next session, things that you wish we would slow down, speed up, not include, let us know, because we'll try and take into account. But in answer to Elegant Crew's question, right, I would start by ignoring code, just forgetting about code whatsoever. Can you leave the question up, please?
No.
I would start by just completely forgetting about code, because you've hit something here which is like a what to code. That's what triggered it for me when you talk about what to code, right? I think the first thing is to get into the habit of thinking in a systematic way, which is, you're there, I don't know, let us know what you do for a living, but let's say you're an accountant. And every day, 9 a.m., you sit down and you go through all of your emails. This is just an example. You go through it's the same thing that you do every single day. A systematic mindset will look at that and think, I can just automate that, or I wish there was I could build something for that. Similarly, Kabaza was like, I want to build something to do this drinks order thing. It has nothing to do with code. It just, I wish this thing could do, I wish I could do this thing. And you start to be a bit more systematic thinking, because you're like, I could automate that, or I could whatever. You want to overcome that hurdle of just being creative in your mind of like, I should be able to build that. No one knows what to code. A systematic mindset will just think of stuff to code, just like an artist will look at a piece of paper and be like, I want to paint this. Like, it's just a mindset that you can develop. Saying that, once you sort of start to realize that you can build things, there are tons of services out there that, again, completely abstract the code. First one I would suggest is potentially using Claude Cowork, because what that does, it starts to automate your file systems and starts to automate tasks that you can do on your computer without having to worry about the code. Nothing. You don't have to think about the code. Let's say the example they give is they got a messy desktop, and you ask it to organize your desktop, and you might have an app that constantly organizes a certain file system, maybe at the end of a project. Again, I'd love to know what you do. Still waiting on a message there. You might have a project, you might run projects, and at the end of every project or the beginning of every project, you have a certain file system, or you want to move everything to a certain file system. You build an app, or you start ask Cowork to sort of do that for you. And again, these are the building blocks to code. It's just that systematic thinking. It's knowing that you can run systems and build automations and things like that to be able to get jobs done for you. And then they're amazing. So how Kabaza got into doing what he does, he used a tool like called Webflow, which is another code abstraction tool where you can build websites. It enables you to build websites by dragging and dropping and building things like that. Doesn't have to worry about code. So, but surely we're in this situation now where we're still not writing code, but at least we're in this world. If you want to build something a bit more advanced, you've got things like lovable.dev, or Replit, replit.ai, bolt.new. And these are AI-driven app development tools. You literally type out what you want. I want that button to be blue, or I want to build a cocktail ordering app. Again, code is completely abstracted away from you. So 2 years ago, you could not have done this. I would have told you to go and learn HTML, go and learn how to use GitHub, blah, 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 blah. Right? But we're in a world right now where you don't have to worry about any of that, because these tools that Kabaza is showing us right now will sort all of that out for you in a world where you don't need to worry about GitHub, or you don't need to worry about code at all. Let these spark enthusiasm, let these spark curiosity, and let yourself find a love for becoming systematic, being systematic in your mindset, and just enjoy the process of building tools. Because again, you would have to study for 5 years, get good at code, to only then realize I actually don't like this. Whereas you can find out whether you like building apps very, very quick now. It's just amazing. That feedback loop is so much quicker. People go to university only to find out, and pay all this money only to find out they actually don't like doing law. You know, imagine if you could find out you enjoy doing something within an hour of starting it with tools like Replit. So say all that, how to get started with coding in GitHub, go through these tools, use them, have fun with them, ignite that spark, and quite naturally, just like Kabaza, you start to be more curious about the code. And that's how you get into coding in 2026. You use all the tools, the no-code tools, to your advantage before finally then getting into the code.
Yeah.
I wish things were different, just to underpin this. I wish people would learn how to code a little bit earlier and whatever, but I also really appreciate that you need to discover the spark way earlier. You need to find out whether you like doing this first and foremost, even if the code is utter shit, which it will be. My code was shit in the beginning, you know. So that's my, I don't know. Let me know in the comments, Kabaza, what your thoughts on that kind of approach. But that's just always been my thing. How can I just as quickly get you building something to know whether you enjoy it first? What tools are already out there before worrying about the coding aspect? Code. I don't think code is going to be a thing in the future. It's just literally, it's going to be so abstracted.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I couldn't say it better. Get into building and see if you like building stuff, because developers are people who like building stuff. And you might have a use case for yourself or like for school. I don't know. Like I was literally doing the same thing over and over again, creating a prompt, not the result of a prompt, but like just the prompt itself. So I used Cowork to create a tool using which I can generate prompt. By the way, this is what you see, Sam. By the way, this is what I use for our YouTube Command AI.
Yeah, nice.
I paste in the transcript here, and then I paste in like the hashtag count and whatever, and it creates a prompt that I give to any AI that I want, and it will give me the information that I use for our YouTube videos.
All done in Cowork.
All done in Cowork. This is
That's
Cowork.
amazing. Yeah. See? So I actually thought, you know, I didn't think it has a canvas. I didn't realize it had like this sort of canvas where it can build UI.
So this is still technically, what's it called? Artifacts. So but they all work together. So it is telling me to open it in anti-gravity for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter. I can open it here. You see from the output, and it works. This is a React component essentially, but none of this matters. What matters is that I can automate my task, which was I had a prompt and I had to change that prompt every time we have a new video. Now I don't change that prompt. I just enter the information here and it gives me what I want. Again, automation, think of it. Or another thing that I'm still working on is for Notion. I'm gathering good thumbnails, and the way I'm doing it is with Cowork. This is how I'm testing Cowork. It is interacting with my browser. It is interacting with my Notion. It looks really interesting. It looks also very scary, but because it controls my computer. But anything that you do that it doesn't have to be also like crazy automation. Like another app that I thought I would do. I think I talked about this in the past. Maybe this could be another live session in the future. I thought about making an app that would do garbage. What's it called? Like separation. So in Germany, you have different garbage bins, and it's quite complex what goes where. So I thought like with AI and vision, like you could analyze the image, know what it is, and then create an app around it. So you see like anything. Quite easy to come up with an idea. Said, made this new channel to follow, and I plan to check it daily to learn new things. Cool.
Thing is, as well, just to underpin all that, there's a couple of things. Like building an app is very different from building a website. You might find your love in just building a website, which can do all of this. You know, you can build a website that does any which way, but you might find your love in just you might find your love in app development for like actually on your phone, they call it, writing Swift code or this or that, maybe starting with what it is, what industry, not what industry, maybe it's just building a website, portfolio websites for people. That way, just use Webflow,
Yeah, we have we distinguish like websites, and then we have kind of like shops are also websites, and then we have web apps and we have mobile apps. Even though we kind of like separate them, they definitely overlap. And what I would say is like, do not worry about like choosing one of them. Just pick one and try it, and maybe try the next one and see which one you like more, and just get good at it. And then like switching between these would not be really a big issue. Like once you get good at it, you can easily expand. That's what I'm saying. Like you can easily. So do not spend even 1 minute trying to second guess like what to start, because I've seen like way too many people who do not start because they don't know what to start with. Just start with the very first thing, the very first tool that comes to mind. Just try to use it to its maximum and just continue it.
Yeah. You had that comment as well, just to say that someone is Elegant Crew. Got you. So Pew Sid is Elegant Crew. So yeah, cool. Well, I hope we're able to help. So cool. Yeah, I mean, I hope this sort of gives some insight. We'll probably continue this session and keep building this app, and try and spread the word about how I like to code. So before jumping into Lovable or any UI making websites, do I need to plan a very basic app, say codec, no. Lovable will take care of everything for you. Yeah. Just tell it what you want to build. They're trying to get you to, again, forget about the code. They're trying to get you to think of the output and the product rather than any technological stuff. They're trying to abstract away the technology stuff. So just you can even start the templates there, create a portfolio, internal tool that you just tell it to do something so easy. A to-do list is the classic. Just build yourself a to-do list app, and just start digging in and play, like have fun. That's first and foremost, is just having fun, I think. So but yeah, we've probably got to get on with our days now. Been on it for 4 hours nearly. But yeah, we'll do another session next week. I think probably same time next week, and try and get a bit of momentum going with it. Maybe then you'll have updated your plan, but maybe we can get into more specific Claude code nuances.
What would be hard for me is to not continue, because all I want is to continue. I don't know if maybe I make a duplicate the whole thing and continue on my own and experiment, and then for the live we continue from where we stop and see how it goes. And I bring my learning, so it's nothing bad, and we still do it for the newbie audience, for people who don't know where to start, just like me.
Up to you. If this is easy, why would someone pay me as a career? Interesting point. Like the whole, and again, it goes back to someone earlier on asking what is the deal with Claude Code, and I think that there's massive shakeup with AI and Claude Code right now. Like everyone's like, where's everyone's place in all this? But I won't bore you with any more of that. Join us this week for the podcast as well. I've got podcast here Fridays, again, roughly maybe a couple of hours earlier from now. If you do like the Command AI stuff, that's at Command AI Show on YouTube. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up there. Nice one, guys.
Cool.
You got anything left to say?
No, not really. Thanks everybody for joining. We'll continue. Let us know in the comments, like maybe we do many more of these, because I feel like so many people are it's just too much where to start, and this is what we are doing, why we are doing it. So just let us know and we'll take care of it.
Nice one. See you later, guys.